Or okay, last game session where not there very few of the party was actually here.
Yeah.
We ended up consolidating the entirety of your territory into this blue box. The little blue boxes are your territories. You won the Battle of Cursed Ridge a couple sessions ago, and so you have 15 orcs holding that, and then of course there's the tank manufactorum. And that is where you currently are. Keenan, take this opportunity now because Keenan is asleep, and
Thank
so
God.
you can do pretty much whatever you want to do. Or you could do whatever you want to him. That's also up for grabs.
Front need to be open at the same time.
I want to kick him while he's sleeping.
And then hit the
Give
middle.
him,
Or
give him a
yeah.
good, a gentle foot nudge is what I call those.
No, like I want to roll an attack and try to hurt him a little bit.
All right.
I mean, if his shoes have laces, you could tie them together too.
Ooh.
I think we have ropes.
That could be some wacky antics, the old shoot. So you left the factory, and here is what you would now
Or
return.
began, and then they all died.
Here's the first of your created tanks. Unfortunately, there was no one there to supervise the construction of these tanks, and so they have all been christened with the mark of corn. But they are brutish machines. I see that doesn't really sit too well with Jan Vorel, and I'm glad it doesn't.
No, that's fine. I was making a face. It's too strong.
Here are your fancy trucks. I just took a glamour shot of them. And so in your battle against the orcs, you lost, with the orcs, you ended up losing. I want red. Give me red. I want red. Give me red. You ended up losing. Oh my gosh, what in the frick? I don't have red.
Did we lose orcs?
He's here.
You lost these two guys right here, and in the defense of the hive, of the manufactorum, you also lost an additional 10 bolter marines. So right now, at your standing, these are your combined forces, combat forces. If we go a little bit below, here are your non-combatants.
Oh yeah, the Nurgle that we saved.
I don't have them up here. This is good old Hijikis's Skaven, sorry, not Skaven, but Gretchen servants. Here are your prisoners, and not pictured are five servants of Nurgle, which have been converted. And that is more or less your combat standing at the manufactorum. They are, all he approaches you, and he says, "My lords, we have built 2 tanks for you. With this new shipment of fuel, we can build a 3rd, but it will take some time. After this, we'll be out of tank constructing material, unfortunately."
Okay, I'm going to sleep. See you later, guys.
And so you have the wonderful benefit of not putting up with Jan Vorel while you're here.
I'm here.
And Sergeant Stonewall comes, and he says, "Now that we are a faction, we should probably go about determining what our next objective will be. We do have a couple options here, but the way I'm looking at it, we've got securing our zone or expanding. Each of them come with pros and cons, but I do see we have quite a few players today."
Before
Total
we
population.
recommend to fortify our zone right now. We don't need to expand. It will be too much dumb to do that.
So, DM, can you explain the red box around Bridesburg and the bridge?
Well, sirs, when we went to Bridesburg, whatever evil we left behind is still there, sealed up inside its pen. There have been heavy concentrations of zombie walkers around the immediate area around Bridesburg. It is a zone that is currently heavily contested. We have sent some volunteers there to clean them up, and no one has. Well, actually, they did return, but they just returned as zombies.
We could go clear that out.
Yep. We need to, as I said, we need to fortify our zone. And anyway, if we try to expand, it won't make sense because Chris literally said that he was hunting an heretic. So if he expands, it won't make sense.
On the other hand, we have pretty much a full party. If we wanted to, we could try to go do something bigger.
We need
Well,
permanent population. Turn into servitors.
Well, that's why we need to pacify the region so we can have more refugees to turn into servitors.
Are we running low on servitors?
Last
No,
count.
we could rebuild.
Last
It could be
count
running
put
higher.
servitor numbers at 80. 81, including Mr. Plasma. 86, including the Gretchen servitors and Mr. Plasma. Servitor control capacity, however, is limited to 106 servitors.
Hmm.
Okay, I'll see to it later then. Good luck, guys.
Good night.
Very
Right,
helpful
right.
for you to keep us appraised of whatever your nap may behold.
Same to you. I want to know what happens, guys.
No. Um. I'm not really comfortable with zombies just walking around these borders. Probably go take Brightsburg and torch the fucking place to the ground.
See, that was my suggestion the first time around. And instead, we just sealed up the entrance.
I'm happy to go back
Yeah.
there and try to finish it off.
Yeah, I'm down for a little mischief and mayhem.
Yeah.
Anybody say no?
Okay. In that case, how many forces would you like to leave between the Manufactorum and Cursed Ridge? How many will you be bringing with you? Oh, and the most important thing from last game was a treaty was discussed with the Salamanders to create a demarcation zone. And so even though they did have an advance to the north, it will not go any further than Hive Dormer for this point anyways. Hive Dormer may be considered to be up to contested. They may decide to take it themselves. And so it is one of several prizes worth grabbing. Well, very well. We can head off to the brilliant city of Brightsburg.
Yep, I think we head south.
What sort of how many of your forces would you like to leave to defend, and how many are bringing with you? You got 2 freaking tanks. You got 2 trucks. You got a Torox. You got a tanker. You got 40 bolter servitors. You got 40 plasma servitors. You got 40 las servitors and a plasma.
I mean, those are kind of, I think they all kind of belong to our tech priest, but I think we should, I would recommend we take 60, leave 20, something like that.
Yeah, right. That sounds good. Like, so where's the main threats here? I'm not familiar with the fact that we have borders at all.
The main threat?
Yeah, where are the main threats around these parts?
Well, in that case, that is a pretty open-ended question right there, depending upon which way the story's going to go. But in a grand sense, you do have the might of the salamanders directly south of you, and they are stuck between you and this massive mountain line that's kind of cutting everything together. To the northeast of them are the Thrax Knights, and I think I want a new color for them, something special. This is really dark green right here. And the Thrax Knights are based out of Pox Prime. They've got Scepter Airfield, and they've also got Hammer Hall and the Adamantium Mines under their control. They are easily the biggest faction, and the remnants of the Thrax Auxilia are more or less hiding out in the wastes up north. There is almost nothing of value up there, but that is where they tend to wait around.
Are we not at peace with the Thrax Knights? The Thrax Auxiliary, the Thrax Knights and all that?
For now, there has been no open war declared, but your faction, it must figure out organizationally where it belongs, because if it's truly just an undivided faction with neutrality, there could be opportunists seeking to expand their own standings. So you are, in long short of it, we are in a very interesting gray area where really any destiny can be paved. Or everything can come crashing down quite as easily as you stood it up in the first place.
We'll put like 10 last servitors at the bridge, 10 at the cursed ridge, and we'll take the rest of the servitors with us.
Okay, you already have a defense force of 15 orcs already at the ridge, led there by Jan Vorel. So they will but you must think this, do you want a chemistry between 10 last servitors and 15 orcs? Do you see that? How do you see that playing out? Do you see it playing out well? And if you do, how do you see it playing out well?
Are they going to kill each other? Is that the question?
I mean, here's the thing. Orcs get bored, servitors don't. Very big difference between the two.
Yeah, we'll put all the servitors together. We'll just leave the orcs can just deal with anything they come across.
I'm almost thinking we should take the orcs with us, because like you said, they're gonna get bored. They'll kill.
A pack of cards or something. They'll be fine.
Yeah, give them. Yeah, I'm sure they'll love that.
Are they smart enough to know how to play cards?
Well, no, but they'll figure something out.
I mean, go fish.
Well,
They are very creative. I'll give that to the orcs. They are a creative bunch.
They're smart enough if they believe they are.
We still have my snipers, don't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
Score.
Okay.
Yep.
On your way
Yeah.
to
Omnissiah's Fist.
I don't really have anything beautiful for this, so I think I'm just going to use a really basic template right here. On your way to Brightsburg, which is located down here, each of these squares will be 30 feet, and you'll be in convoy. You come across waves and waves of the walkers. What is your idea on how to solve them in the event that you cannot get past them? You've never seen so many in one place before, and it is looking, the longer you sit there, the more and more start spawning and growing into greater, more densely compacted waves.
Oh God.
What's the terrain like around them?
Ooh, yeah.
The terrain,
Is it like swampy, rocky, grassy, dead?
the terrain actually could be said to be swampy. Your engines and heavy tracks are more than enough to crack through there. However, it gives them plenty of places to hide. And in some places, you do see them sinking away to their doom.
How flammable would you say this swamp is?
Roll infamy.
70.
Oh, very well, very well. The swamp had dried out long ago. There, what used to be, it was actually sustained by some sort of actual rain from the sky, and then it was sustained by acid rain, which doesn't even fall anymore. But now there is some sort of substance seeping through the ground, and it smells very much like sulfur. And that is what gives it the swampiness.
So I have an idea. We could back up a fair distance and then just light the whole fucking place on fire. Potentially, maybe.
That could work.
Yeah, I like the idea of that. I can help make things catch on fire.
Yeah, I've got my Mechadendrite flamer still.
So
Wow.
I could just
Got a cancer.
I could just torch
we
anything.
don't really have to risk any personnel at all. We'll just burn them all in alive. It wouldn't be burned alive. What would it be? Burned in? They're already dead.
Burn dead.
I'm wondering how
Is
far
there-
back
Well,
would you
look at
have
that,
to?
guys.
How far back would you have to back up? Because if it's all swamp, then technically, if you light any of the cannons or anything like that we have, we're all gonna die.
I wonder if we could manufacture like a controlled burn.
Yeah, I don't know. If somebody can light a fire on one side, I can light a fire on another side.
And so that question of how far back we are, I would allow you to say that basically there's about a half mile of this stuff before you actually start seeing the zombies thick enough to stop you. So you would be going back a little bit of ways. However, you do have plenty of room to play around with because this is more or less your territory.
Could we like,
Yeah, I like the idea of burning.
yeah, I mean, it seems easy. We should-
Okay. How do you wish to initiate the process? There are many gnarled dead trees reaching up to the sky with basically like clawed hands. There is a disgusting purple moss that clings only on the north side of the plants. There are fungal shrooms that when touched release terrible toxic spores.
Just light the trees on fire.
Yeah. How would you guys want to light things on fire? I can use firebolt, but
Mechadendrite flamer.
oh, that works too.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
I see chat. Good luck, friends. Oh, but you're awake, Alaska. You're awake now. You don't need to give us luck.
Yeah.
Very well, very well. There, as ceremoniously as you can muster, you kind of aim the Mechadendrite flamer at the stump or whatever it is, and you make it seem like it's a lot more work than it actually is. Now, remind me, did we ever get you fuel for the flamer? Because when I gave you the flamer, it was a one-time use item.
Oh shit.
And I've been letting you get excited for this for like 3 or 4 games, but I'm here to burst your bubble over a very trivial matter.
I don't think we did.
Go ahead and roll infamy.
All right. All right.
What'd you get?
1 second.
Hey, Paul, I got a question for you. There was
Yeah.
that one game where Frank had his buddy come and play with us, and I think I gave him a plasma rifle that game. Since he's not coming back, I put that back in my inventory.
Frank's buddy?
Yeah, the guy that showed up once and we haven't seen him since.
What did you give him? A plasma pistol?
Plasma rifle.
51.
Yeah, go ahead.
Cool.
Oh, by the way, I have a figure for Bean. Bean, what's your character's name?
His name is Isgramor.
Isria. Maybe
Isgramor.
Like from
Isgramor. Isgramor.
Israel.
Yeah.
I mean,
Zuma's
something
third.
like that, yeah.
Isgramor. No, I like it.
Type it in chat.
I got 51, by the way.
Gotcha. You're saying it right. Just a second.
You have D6 charges with it. However, every time you roll, you have to roll a D20. On a 1, you and D3 others around you will get hit with the flame instead. It's not
Okay.
reliable.
So,
Only on a 1, that's not that bad. That's worth it. Although you have like no hit points, right?
oh, 6 charges. Me currently, I have 8.
Well, like total. Wait, do you need healing right now?
Yeah, I need a lot of healing.
Cure wounds. I'll cast that right now on you.
Yeah.
That's D8 plus my spell casting, so 4 plus. Well,
6
you
charges.
heal 8 points.
8 points?
Yeah.
That's not bad. No, my total health is 28, so it's not too bad.
Like I could do it 2 more times, but then that's all my first level spells, so we're gonna hold off on that.
5. I rolled a 5 for my attack. My Mechadendrite attack.
Okay?
And then should I send a flame bolt at that too?
Yes.
Okay, I'll roll for attack. That is a 14 to hit.
All right. Go ahead. Actually, you end up backing to basically right around here, and you're not actually here right now, but you're off maps, and so that's why it's not going to affect you. But basically, this hex tint, is that what you call a 6th quadrant, a hex tint? You
Yeah.
burn right there,
Yeah.
and you see the flame chase along this sort of liquid that's running up and down the trees and the stumps, and it recedes underground. And then, after a brief couple of moments, well, what the fuck? You see that this entire hex tint is bathed in flame, as if something below erupted and
Yeah.
covered it.
Torch them. Fuckers.
Okay, cool.
Is there any, like, is there a dead tree close to where Vanya is?
Yes, you have a chance. There's a dead tree. There's a dead tree.
Cool. I'm going to attempt to make myself a torch. And then just start running around touching the torch to things.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead and what's a torch making skill check? What is that?
Probably
Survival?
Survival.
Yeah.
Survival.
All right.
Can I give that a shot too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, let the chaos reign. That is a 19.
Mine is a 18.
There is a wad of the flammable, terrible ichor on the end of each of your branches, and that's what you use to douse it. And it seems like just smearing it on the other trees is enough to stick it there to continue keeping this napalm-like burning. And once the tree starts smoldering from that, it starts erupting. And with that, you see you see the blaze in this sector rekindled.
So, like, fuck that spot, apparently.
It like the amount of smoke emerging from here is sky high.
Yeah, so
I think we should fire a few artillery shells there, just to be sure.
make a rude hand gesture at it just so it knows who's boss.
No,
Yeah.
that's too far. No,
Oh.
too far. No rude hand gestures. We're kind people.
Says you.
And you can hear the humming now. The humming that you heard on your way to Brightsburg. Everyone take a wisdom test. Wisdom
Oh,
saved.
yeah.
Or wisdom saved.
Saving throw.
With save shit. So, Bean, what that means is you're going to roll a d20 and you're going to add your wisdom modifier plus your proficiency bonus, I think.
Sure.
Okay.
18.
I got a 20, not natural.
Nine.
Oof.
I'm not very wise.
Joe,
Apparently.
you hear the song. Amino, olalima namalami, amino. And you take,
no.
amen. Yeah, and you start singing it too. So you take D3 corruption.
Oh god. Oh god.
The song of
a full
Nurgle is
3.
slowly working its way into your tired body, making you want to tap your foot every once in a while and join in the lyrics. And you can see that the Poxwalkers are all enthralled with the very same song.
So am I like useless now, or?
No, you just have the music in your head like it's been in my head this whole time, so you shouldn't
Okay.
be functional. That's all I think about is that song sometimes.
Well, thanks, Paul. I just made a new character sheet because my old one was fucked up, and that was the first thing I got to add to it. D3 corruption. Thank you.
Okay. The zombies start taking notice of you standing around, and so they start encircling and coming closer from every hexton possible. They thirst for your flesh.
Oh, these zombies can talk?
They sing the song. They are Poxwalkers.
Ah,
I use the term zombies and Poxwalkers interchangeably, even though they do very different things.
I will keep that in mind.
It'll be annoying. But it's kind of like people from the South saying Coke is soda and vice versa. So your petty convoy is led by... Your convoy is led by none other than Sergeant Stonewall in the Torox as a recon unit, with the trucks behind it, and then the tanks covering the center and the flank. Basically a spearhead maneuver. What?
Oh god.
So I mean, there's a lot of options here, and there's a lot of simple ones too.
We're being like inundated by these poxwalkers. Depressing.
First place says we could run them down, but you see, there is a risk. For everyone we do not kill, we'll have clingers, and clingers will sometimes they're showstoppers. I've seen entire convoys wrecked because some dumb dingus poxwalker stuck his head in a transmission shaft.
Do we have
We
like,
also don't want rounded.
maybe if we get some buckets and then we can just use the buckets to toss this flammable sap creep shit all over any that get in our path. And then we set them on fire. And then they go freak out and set the rest of their little buddies on fire.
Could work.
I have a theme
Yeah, I
going,
do.
guys.
Fire. I think we should pull back a little bit so we can get like proper defensive formations.
Yeah, Paul.
Because otherwise we just
Is there like a trench or a valley or something we could use to defend?
otherwise we're just going to be surrounded.
And, I mean, with the
Well,
scores we've got, we could just go in.
You do have Cursed Ridge. That is the most natural defensive position, and that's why it's so powerful.
I mean, if that's the case, if we're well defended, I think we should just fucking start laying fire down. No?
Well, I mean, you'd have to get to Cursed Ridge, and
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't. I would say pull back just a little bit, just so we can attack as many of them as possible at once.
Kind of like circle the wagons or whatever.
Okay. Circling wagon. Operation Wagon Circle is commencing.
Now you made it lame.
I always like pitching in my 2 cents. It just seems to go so far. Okay, where exactly do you want the tanker to be in the wagon circle? Would you like it to be at the most northern position? Okay.
Yeah.
And I guess that it would make more sense for the tanks to be maybe interdisposed.
I mean, we don't want to like put other things in front of them. They want to have like full range of like.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. They should be before everything.
Yeah.
I mean, they can take the most punishment and deal the most punishment. Like we don't want to like put other trucks in front of them. That would be.
Yeah.
Okay, trucks in the back rank, Torox in the center, tanker above the trucks. What is your general plan for facing the undead hordes? For now, as they come together, they have conglomerated into one mighty war blob. You can hear it singing, and the words are now repeated in Jan Borrell's mouth.
Bunny's gonna reach over you and smack you on the head. Knock that shit off.
There's at least several hundred within this attack rank.
NHL.
Several hundred. D300. There are D300 zombies. Poxwalkers.
No.
Fucking Christ.
We take that out, though.
Sir, I'm willing to sell my life here, but I prefer to sell it somewhere else. Maybe somewhere with little umbrellas in the drinks.
Oh, dear ground soldier. A day is not yet lost.
So do we just like try to punch through? Do we try to eradicate them where we stand?
We try to lure them towards us so they're in like a line and then like fire the tank at them.
If everyone could just line up nicely, please. Form a queue, form a queue.
That's stupid. If we just like let them know we're here and they come at us, then we could just shoot them when they're charging at us.
Well, they're not even going to charge. They stroll on by.
You were just singing with them. Your advice is suspect, Jimmy.
You know.
I see Private Scarshank in there. Last I saw him, we were doing a patrol around High Theron. I thought he died. Too bad worse happened to him. We're not going to end up like that, will we, sir?
No, sir. Hold your ground.
I mean, I kind of just want to like attack them. I don't know if there's like any real strategy we can do here.
Let them
Unless
attack
someone
us.
has like a really big rock that they've tied up somewhere, like coyote style here. There's not a lot of options.
Okay, yeah, that's genius. We get a really big anvil and we drop it on them.
I could make an illusion to I don't know, either scare them to make them charge away from us or towards us.
Does illusion magic like become real? I don't remember if that works. It works that way in
No,
D&D.
no. So
Like if they believe in it, it doesn't work. You know what I mean? That would be cool.
pretty much like the last few games, I've used giant meteors to scare people into jumping off of cliffs and shit. So I'm kind of thinking I could do that to get them to do something. Whether we want them to charge towards us or away from us is kind of the question there.
Well, we do want to get past them. So we do kind of want them out of the way.
pull some Moses shit and like
The
part
issue
them.
is, yeah. Let's put the green thing.
Or we could, alternatively, we could try to sneak past them.
With tanks.
Here's the deal.
Oh no, never mind.
Well, I mean, here's the deal though. You will all go first, and then the zombies will go first. You as a party will make a move, and then they will make a move, and so on and so forth. You get the advantage of being alive, so you move slightly faster than them. So you get the advantage of whatever you want to do, but make sure you do it because that first move will be the most crucial move in this entire lineup.
I say we just shoot at them. We just
That's what I
open
said
fire
from the
with
beginning.
everything
Yeah,
we
I
have.
like that idea.
Yeah,
Why not?
yeah. Well, now we're not flanked.
Yeah.
Now again, I could use an illusion to try to, disorganize them. A giant meteor coming towards you is kind of gonna freak them out. So.
Is it though? They are
Oh yeah,
zombies.
you know what? I don't even think they'd be smart enough to know. Zombies don't fear for their lives.
Tell everyone to start shooting, I guess.
Okay.
Maybe we're lucky and we'll hit some of that purple shit and just.
Very well.
Yeah.
Very well. The convoy ends up blasting into the zombies with a dazzling amount of effect. Just as though it was mentioned earlier, line them all up, get a cannonball to go, it rolls through ranks and ranks of them. And the most horrifying thing is more come to run in the path of the cannonball now that there's open space in front of them. They can sense it. It is wanton butchery and wholesale killing, but everyone take a perception test.
I have 21.
$19.
19.
You need to roll a d20 at your wisdom.
Sergeant Stonewall was bitten.
Oh fuck!
Oh god.
We pop them in the head.
You continue moving through the swarms, and yet another sickening one approaches ahead of you. And the tanks are now being slowed down by the number of limbs stuck in their treads. In the center, between this wave and the other wave, your convoy is assembled once more. But the tanks are now stuck up with the amount of body parts. They basically, the most of the killing was just done by the tanks and their crude stabbing implements, but now all the stabbing implements are filled. You have about one turn before you are sandwiched between both forces.
I will spend my turn trying to take bodies off of the tank.
Yeah, ditto, and I'm gonna have my snipers get on top of the tanks and kind of give everyone some cover fire, so that
Is anyone going to cover fire with the snipers?
What?
Is anyone going to provide cover fire with the snipers?
I'll be providing cover fire and I'll organize
Take
my
a perception test.
Oh.
Dean, if you're there, I'd like you to do that too.
15.
Yeah, I can do that.
When you look at the snipers, your ocular implants cannot focus on them for 3 nanoseconds before they're able to, which is a variation of more than 2 nanoseconds.
Bean, are you giving that a shot too?
Of course.
What are you armed with, Mr. Bean? Why don't you go ahead and
My
roll?
fists.
Okay, fist cover.
Can I give him a weapon?
You do seem to be the walking armory.
Yeah, I've got a pretty good inventory. So
You have, it's something kind of like the trench coat from Resident Evil 4 from that guy that was like, what do you buy it? What do you say? And Neo's
Merchant.
trench coat.
So I will give him a plasma rifle.
You have a plasma rifle or a las rifle?
I know it's
Oh.
No, I guess it's a las rifle. It's whatever I gave to Frank's buddy.
Yeah, a las rifle.
Okay, so las rifle. Would a bolt rifle be better than a plasma rifle?
A plasma rifle would be
No,
better
I'm
than
sorry.
a bolt rifle would be
A
better
las
than a
rifle.
las rifle.
A bolt rifle is better than a las rifle.
Yes.
So I'm gonna give Bean the I'm gonna give Isgrimor my bolt rifle.
Very well, very well. The operation goes over pretty much without a hitch. However, you can tell that Sergeant Salatus was not the only one bitten. You clear the zombies and you make it towards Brightsburg.
Actually, I had a note on Sergeant What's His Name getting bit. Where exactly did he get bit? Like on his body, where on his body?
He got a scratch on the side of his face.
Yeah, well, there goes that idea.
A scratch or a bite?
A scratch.
Oh, I'm not too worried about that.
It's nothing, sir. I promise. It's nothing but a flesh wound.
Get some nail scoring on that.
Am I able to notice any infection, any corruption?
Yes.
Fuck.
He's corrupted.
Well, what means are you using to diagnose corruption?
Ocular implants, primarily.
Okay. Oh yeah. You've been studying corruption on this planet and the rate of its kind of like necrotic spread, and it is steadily increasing in him. But unfortunately, a number of your servitors have also received scratches.
Well, since I've been studying it, do I have a way to get around it?
To neutralize it.
Do I have a cure?
You must excise the flesh.
Excise it, like burn it.
Hmm.
Yeah, would cauterization work, or do you have to like cut off the flesh around?
That's
the
as far
scratch?
as he got in his studying. Is that all he knows is that it must be removed somehow or another, or contained.
Cut half of his face off.
Yeah. Well, I have the technology to rebuild them, just so long as it doesn't get to his brain. All right. Can servitors drive tanks?
Yes, but the tank will have reduced efficiency. However, well, okay, it'll have a higher reliability, like things that would like getting shaken or getting frozen, things like that. Though that will stop a servitor, but by and large, a human is a more competent crewman.
All right.
The human will have a better chance at doing some risky maneuver or have a higher accuracy. That's the biggest difference between a human and a servitor.
And our new party member, Isgrimor, if I remember correctly, when we built his character, he has a proficiency in tank driving and stuff
And
like
he is
shit like that.
tornades.
Correct.
You've
All right.
got the selection of tanks that we have to offer, right?
What?
Don't believe so.
Okay, let me show you the tanks that are at your disposal. These are the two that are in your convoy. And just in case you forgot kind of what your convoy looks like, this is the first one created. This is the second one created. And then these are the vehicles in your convoy right now. And so you've got the two tanks.
All right. What's
The two tanks, the tanker, the Torox, and the trucks.
Do any of our trucks have just a fair bit of open space?
They are like they have a capacity for 12 guys to be carried, but a lot of your guys are being carried on trailers behind them, and that's why they got scratched up so bad.
So is there open space to try and
Container.
cauterize some
have-
wounds?
Oh.
What's that?
Do they
Oh,
have a
you want-
cargo area?
Well, I would say that there would be the tanker's trailer. That would be the biggest space to do the. Or you do have the trailer with the servitor station on it, and then there's 2 more trailers that are just sent that the basically just like hold guys rather.
All right, I'll get on the tanker trailer, and I'll bring the good sergeant with me. We'll get the cornet driving his tank, and we'll try and round up all the servitors that have been scratched.
Very well. Go ahead and roll perception.
11.
You have only given the servitors a rudimentary self-diagnosis for corruption. And because of that, only half of the servitors infected return. And the others you can't tell. But you do know there's an anomalous figure of 6 more servitors that are unaccounted for.
Do we know what's going to happen to those servitors now?
I have a good idea.
So,
Anyways, the servitors we have. Let's focus on what we have rather than what we don't. First things first, you've got to sedate the sergeant. Because,
He says, before I'm put under, I would very much like you to describe to me this procedure or operation. I think that my consent is probably the most important thing to consider here.
I would disagree, and then I sedate him.
Okay, go ahead and either roll strength or dexterity.
Oh, my strength is -1, so. Oh, 6. Great.
Uh-oh.
Ugh. Some bad rolls. I got a 6.
He takes the hand off the bad part of his face and he pushes you. And
I
he
can't
says,
sleep on him.
just tell me what you're going to do, god darn it.
Okay, I don't cast it then.
I'm going
Tell
to
him.
exercise. I'm going to cut parts of your face and replace it with metal.
I don't know. That sounds like quite an invasive procedure.
You want to be a
Yeah.
zombie?
Think about it this way, Sergeant. You'll get those dimples you've always wanted.
So that or death.
Yeah.
Uh,
We could kill you instead.
very well.
Yes.
Give me the dang needle.
All right. I give him the dang needle.
Okay. He does the flicky thing and then he passes out.
Now I have to work quickly.
Cut his face
I get.
off.
So where on his face are the scratches?
The scratches on his face basically. Oh gosh, that's a big nose. It's a happy face.
Beautiful.
The scratches go through like this. They would be kind of badass if they weren't life-threatening.
Means I'll have to take out his eye, but most of it's on relatively strong parts of the skull, or it's on the cheek where just take it out. All right. How do we? Yeah, we'll cut all of it out, and I'll have to take out his eye. But I don't think. Would I have any like spare ocular implants on me?
You would have the servitor's targeting implant.
A human can just see through that, mostly fine, right?
I mean, yeah, it's gonna look kind of weird having normal vision and that, but it's something to compensate for.
Yeah, I mean, He gets better at targeting. She'll be right. All right. All right. I'm gonna have to cut out his face. Could do a, nah, can't do a skin graft. How much scrap metal do I have?
You got scraps. You got scraps. You've picked up scraps here and there.
Make sure it's nothing that'll rust.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
most of the metal I have wouldn't rust too much. Wouldn't be too reactive with flesh.
I would say
servitor rust.
servitor grade stuff is pretty good. I mean, it's pretty decent enough.
It's good. It's yeah, good. Close enough. All right. I'll cut out the scars. I'll cut out where the scars are.
Okay, what
After
about
that,
this one though on the eye?
I'm taking out the eye.
How are you going to take out the eye?
Vacuum.
With a
The
spoon.
vacuum?
I don't have a vacuum.
Oh,
Too.
oh. Okay, fine. You do that, and your implant for doing that actually brings it into a little glass vial, and you can see that the corruption extended all the way to the down the stem that connects the eye to the brain,
All the way down.
all the way down.
So he's dead. That's what you're saying.
He's fucked.
Was it? Can we tell if it was just like contained in the ocular nerve, or
Go
Is it-
ahead and take intelligence or intelligence.
Guys, he's not gonna make it.
saving
Uh,
throw, or just a check?
A check.
It's 18. We went
Okay, you know what? It actually only ends up controlling the nervous system, and that is how it more or less controls. It doesn't really even tell it what to do, but it misinterprets all the signals that go from one point to another. And so you figure out now that this version of the walking pox is based only on the nervous system.
Well, that doesn't help.
Well, I
It
mean,
kind of helps.
like put an implant in his brain to just like recorrect the impulses.
You put
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about taking out his whole nervous system, but that actually makes more sense.
Put that in a nice, pretty little. By the way, can I have the eye? Are you gonna
Yeah, go on.
do anything with that eye?
I mean, I'm not going to be doing anything with the eye. If flesh is cringe. But correcting. Oh, do we kind of know?
Okay, and while the party is meddling about in this, our good barbarian doesn't really seem to have any sort of interest. So he's taken to walking around the convoy and looking for miscreants. Go ahead and take a perception test. It's going to be wisdom.
All right. Perception test.
Okay, sour cream and onion. Okay. What's it called? Okay, that's not what it is. All right. Let's start this thing.
One second. Take the test.
All right, I think this is when the Somali pirates are gonna come.
Did you take a test?
That's just like straight out.
No, not yet. What am I supposed to do?
Oh, roll a d20 and then add your wisdom score to it.
Then I'd be pirate.
Okay. Let me see here. I roll 3.
Roll a
And
3.
then, Let me see
You
here.
gotta nail that shit. You gotta get this.
My wisdom is 12. So 15.
Very well, very well.
Oh, fuck.
There seems to be very little of interest going around, and you curse to yourself how complex and esoteric your party is, vowing to find something more interesting soon. And with that, you may continue your operation of Good Stars of Stonewall.
Okay. Well, if it's localized to the nervous system, like Ginger said, we could have a just an implant that autocorrects for his autocorrects his.
Okay, a compensator.
Yeah, a compensator.
Very well, very well. Go ahead and roll infamy.
I'm not going to give his I an AI as well, am I? 2. I rolled a 2 on a D100.
Okay, you have a chance to You could give him if you wanted to an AI for some strange reason, but you have a chance to either overclock his brain, and you can choose several different ways of doing this. It doesn't just have to be one standard setting. It could be a variable or something, but you do have the ability to overclock his brain. The only problem with this is he could very well overheat if he goes too quick for too long.
Just get him a cooling system. You can just cart around.
Get him water cooled. Get some nice RGB lights from.
You just like bring around like a water cooler, like you drink out of. Just drag it around with him.
I'll give his brain a small overclocking.
Okay.
Just like mainly dedicated towards like targeting solutions.
Got it. So it'll mainly activate when he's getting ready to shoot or something like that, which happens a lot. Okay. Yiskrimor wandered off from the party, and so he's the first person to reach Brightsburg. And so until I say, you approach a group of 7 men in robes, and they're all you can barely see any of them, and they turn to you, and they're humming a tune, and it's a very bad rendition of that tune that I was doing earlier. Before them stands this massive chasm beneath, and it has actually been sealed shut. The tunnel has been sealed shut ahead of them, and there is not a huge group of poxwalkers, but between a dozen and 20 engaged in the bottom. Do you wish to approach them?
I do. I wish to approach them and want to ask them what are they doing? I want to see if they speak.
Ah, brother. And they each, sickeningly, only one of them talks to you to say a couple words before another one starts speaking, so that they can all continuously chant the tone. And they say, "It is our mission here to find eternal life. With eternal life, we can never die."
And with that, I wish to show them eternal death.
I almost fucked that up.
and they each raise a hand to you, but it's more in just like trying to cover their faces than anything else.
So, can I use the rifle that Joe gave me against them?
I'm gonna try and keep
Yeah,
on
go for it. Well, how close do you want to do them? Every square is 5 feet. And that thing shoots twice at 50 feet.
I'll stand 10 squares back then.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. He's really laying into me. Punch in the face. Oh, he might fucking do it.
All right, go ahead and roll 2 d20s. and add 10 to both of them, plus your dexterity. Sorry, add 5 to both of them, and then plus your dexterity.
Okay, I've rolled a 3 and my dexterity is 14. What's that put me at?
Okay,
Plus
17.
two.
It's,
That's like-
what number are you using for your dexterity? That seems really high.
No, that's his main stat, so it's +2.
Yeah.
So 16, so 13. The first shot hits. It still hits because the bolter has a +5 to hit.
What's your this mean?
Roll hit with the
Please
second
stop or
one.
fuck you. Please stop or fuck you.
Oh, what's that?
Roll 2 more d20s.
Okay. I was all about to say fuck you and have him kill me.
There is some background noise.
Just 'cause fuck you.
Yeah,
I gotta keep him alive. Gotta keep on my line.
that was a 38 plus 14.
All right, you end up blasting 2 of the cultists apace, and they start backing up towards the cavern. And with that, the rest of the party starts coming in, and they've got their backs to the chasm. All 5 of them. Everyone, go ahead and roll initiative. So you're gonna roll d20 and then add your dexterity modifier.
What? Oh my God, Alice.
Dog.
Rough.
I thought that was a baby.
Kid.
I got a
Okay.
16.
16, okay, for JV.
I got a 4.
Ouch.
A 4.
Yeah,
What did
Okay.
you roll?
A-
1?
I rolled a 2, and my dexterity modifier is 2.
Okay.
Nice.
What's you're a barbarian, right?
Correct.
You should have advantage on your initiative roll.
Should he?
I don't know about that, but
Because I have, what's your race?
Human.
Human? I mean, because I have in my other campaign, I have a half-orc barbarian, and because she's a barbarian, she has advantage on her initiative roll. I'm not sure if that's every subclass of barbarian, but I'm pretty sure it is. Just like you should also have a bonus. Your walking speed should be like a little farther than most. And don't wear armor.
I mean,
Well, for now, unless we can figure it out really quickly, we're just going to go with a 4, which is a nice role-playing role. I really like it.
yeah, I think he sticks with that 4. But Bean, I think I was incorrect. Your walking speed, your speed is not 30 like I told you it is. I think it's 40.
Yeah. It's,
Oh, okay. Okay.
That doesn't make a huge difference, at least not right now. But
So we've got a 16, a 4. What other numbers do we got?
I got a 13.
Okay. Ajikas.
Yeah.
Initiative?
6.
Okay. And the
Wow,
cultist
we suck.
roll for
Yeah.
their initiative
Yeah.
is, okay.
Maybe. What's your point?
Okay. You arrive on the scene and see Yiskamor blowing down the cultists, and for all rights, they appear to be the same cultists that you shot and killed before, or pretty much ruined their lives before. We're gonna go ahead and do a 16 with Jan Boral.
okay. So where are we? Where the
You're coming in from this northwest quadrant.
Then I'm guessing that I want to approach the top of that ridge, and I want to fire down into it with I guess I'll use my plasma rifle.
You're gonna shoot your las rifle at the cultists.
Yes, here. Let me cross that out.
Okay.
So it's- yeah.
Is everyone just gonna just shoot in the cultists? Is that what everyone's gonna do? Just yes or no?
At least for now, that's what I was gonna do. I'm not gonna use spells yet.
Is anyone gonna do anything different? Okay, the cultists.
No.
No.
Just like in 300, the Persians getting pushed off the cliff, they do that big tumbling thing, and they're wearing robes, and so it's all flowing in the wind until they get crashed to the ground. You end up repositioning,
Oh, fuck. I'm grabbing the knife.
just like you kind of did before with your entire war party, and I'm guessing you're just gonna kill the Poxwalkers, right? You're just gonna blow them away, right? That's it. Okay, you're just okay, fine. Trivially enough, you blow away. Now the first real question is how to move the rubble out of the way.
I think we're pretty strong. We have a barbarian with us. We should be able to move some rocks around.
We have a bunch
I
of
was
servitors.
gonna say, is there any way that we could use any of the tanks that we have to shove that out of the way? I can drive.
Yeah, the tanks are outfitted
Yeah.
with war plows in front. Excellent thinking. Wow, see?
Smarter than
Incredible.
Yeah.
And okay, you end up moving the stones out of the way pretty trivially. This was not very complicated stuff, and you handle it like champs. The path to Brightsburg is open. Who do you send down there? What formation will you take?
I want to be head center.
Are we
Okay.
head center?
I'll be right behind him.
Yeah. I can take anything that comes across us.
We'll have like Vanya's snipers at the back, and then I'll be in the middle, leading the main formation of servitors.
Okay. As you start going towards Brightsburg, the many steps of all of your army moving through the tunnel is starting to shake the tunnel around you. You wish to continue with your current force.
I think we should draw back a little bit. Leave some at the entrance.
Yeah.
Very well. You
Yeah.
enter with a reduced size of your party, and you come to Brightsburg. Brightsburg is not particularly large. It is a dank, dark cavern. And the humming from before is actually heard, resounding through the cavern. There are 4 monks within the cavern. So they are standing above a massive podium above basically a sea of poxwalkers. There may be 1,000 of them.
God. Eternal life.
Your war party ends up approaching the first monk, who is located right here. He says, "My name is Brother Alzaeus. I am the oldest of our member. It is good you have brought us so many new initiates. That is surely what you're here for. What is your name?"
The one time I want Frank to be here to talk, he's not here. Okay, I guess I'll lead this.
You guys are in the front.
"Come forward, traveler. I am blind. Let me touch your face to see."
Yeah, no, don't do
Touch
that.
it. It's gross and hairy.
He touches your face, and instead of actually feeling it, he just leaves like a snail trail across your face.
Oh,
You take
Mm.
corruption, 1 corruption.
I'm getting the last like 3 games. Jesus.
You just had someone's hand. Come on, you
It
did.
has been so long since I have spread contagion to another. Thank you for that blessing.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, sir.
Hello, traveler. My name is Brother Alzaeus. I am the oldest of this order. It is good you have brought so many with you, as we could use new initiates.
I don't
Initiate.
like this. I
Yeah.
don't like it. I don't like this. I don't
Let me
like
touch
this.
your face,
Oh.
traveler.
Vanya grabs Janvoro and pushes his face into his hand again.
Okay, as you
Give me
take
all the
another
corruption.
corruption, he asks, what is your name?
We have names. They're names. Great names. Not made up or anything.
My name is Keenan Rune.
Ah, Keenan, we were expecting you.
Oh.
Feel free to enter the podium whenever you feel need be.
Oh, okay, yes. And I walk up towards the podium.
Traveler, my
Someone-
name
Suppose someone's got to be the
Oh my
hero.
god,
don't-
is he gonna repeat the same thing again?
my name is Brother Alzeus. I am the oldest of this order. It is good you brought so many because we could use new initiates.
Let it pause.
I'm out of there. You guys can't put me up.
Vanya walks away.
Okay, as you start walking closer to the circle, you see a monk, and who was there the first time you entered
I about fell off
Brightsburg? I
the
think
ship.
everyone was here except for our newest player.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't
Go ahead
Yeah.
and roll perception.
I
I
thought
don't
we
think
killed
I was here last time.
Okay, Hajikis and Vanya roll perception.
6.
16.
Vanya, you feel as if there's something familiar about this one, and you remember that this was the guy that jumped in the pit to get away from you. He was the one that escaped all of your wrath.
And he's been blinded.
Does he recognize us?
Oh, he's blind.
Oh gosh! Oh no! Oh! He spits at your feet.
I make a rude hand gesture and walk away.
I think we should purge this place.
And you end up making it to the center of the ring. And you see before you, you see Brother Peter. He says, "Welcome to Brightsburg, enemy of Gloomsdale. We bring brilliance into people's life when that bastion of degeneracy leads them astray. Ours is the purest faith here, and precedes even imperial rule."
What makes you guys so pure? Y'all look kind of gross.
We have
Also
discovered
fallacious.
the escape to death itself, everlasting life, in the form of the song.
This is not life, bro.
Hey, can I want to walk up to the
Oh.
blind gold guy that touched my face twice. I want to walk up to him, and
I didn't want to
Ah,
touch his face.
traveler, my name is Brother Alziah. I am the oldest of this order.
yes, brother, I understand you're the oldest. You touched my face. Can I touch yours?
What is your name?
My name is Keenan Rune. You know that already. And then I don't wait for a response. I touch his face, and I'm gonna cast lesser restoration on him, which means that like if there's any sort of lesser evils or something
He's gonna
within
die
him,
instantly.
they're gone.
Healed a confused old man against his will. How does that make you feel?
I'm fine.
Yeah, but he's the oldest.
Does anyone want to do anything before he does that? Is there any?
Not at all. I'm just waiting to. burn
If
before-
if that fails, I want to come in behind him with just a good punch.
Punch the old man.
Okay.
Woo!
He is going to roll. All right. The sickening thing is you barely touch his face, and it actually just kind of caves in for the most part. And he still is talking to you. And go ahead and do it. Whatever you're gonna do.
It works on contact. If I get to touch him,
Okay. He Obi-Wan Kenobis into a pile of robes. And now there is one less voice in the song. And so Brother Pedro says, what have you done? We few monks could not keep the walkers at bay. You will unleash hell on this earth.
Shit.
We are here. Do you know why the walkers don't attack? We are the ones that keep them sated. And now they are free to roam because they cannot hear our song.
Well, shit.
Sorry,
We need some.
I missed that. My computer.
We need a
crapped
purge. We need to purge this place.
out. Are we
slaughter these
agreeing? Are we
walkers.
just gonna? Do we want to clear this
If
place
you
out?
kill us, you will face such violence from our brothers.
We're not going to
Without
kill
the
them.
song,
We need
they
to kill the
will
walkers.
become killers.
So you're
We need-
brothers with the poxwalkers.
They are our kin. We can rein them in. We could have kept them docile, but you killed Brother Alceus. Do you think that we would keep him around if we didn't need him?
I didn't kill him. I just I
Healed him.
I took the
You
evil
killed it
away
with that.
from him.
Healed them to death. You healed them to death.
Facts is facts, man.
And
Bye,
while
Joe.
while you're
I'm here.
talking,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Facts don't
that's
care
what
about
it
your
is.
feelings.
while you're talking, you see Brother Hombreros walking towards you with a ceremonial dagger in hand, pointed directly at each of you.
How many daggers is he holding then?
One daggers.
One whole daggers.
Pointed at each of us somehow.
I'll be
In
damned.
your general direction.
I spit on your dinner days.
Sorry.
What?
My whiny ass dog. I don't know how much is getting picked up.
Okay, and since you don't seem perturbed one another, he brings the knife back on his very chest, severing his main artery and silencing his part of the song. And now the walkers around you are getting restless, and the chamber starts shaking violently.
We should bring this chamber down on the walkers.
What he said.
I was thinking just that, yes.
Let's do it.
All right.
Are there like
I've got-
pillars or anything holding this cavern up?
Do I have to
I've got my
keep up,
bolt.
do I have to keep up the appearance that I'm Keenan Rune, or can I be myself now?
I mean, I guess you can drop that fantastic guise.
Oh, thank God.
You're sounding just like Kinaro.
There are
Oh
support,
yes.
there are support columns located. There are support columns, and they
Guys, I have an idea.
I have an idea.
I have an idea, and I just want to shoot the guy that has the dagger.
he already
He's already dead.
So
Sorry,
He's already
I
dead,
got
but so
crapped
keep
out for a
going.
sec.
you're healing old men to death and shooting corpses now. I hope you're proud.
Beautiful.
I was thinking, could I use my massive fucking girth and stature to knock down these columns with my bare fists?
go ahead and do a strength or an attack. So add your strength and proficiency to a d20.
Okay. Just a second here. $30.
Holy shit.
22 plus 8?
Wait, 22?
22, yeah.
You do what is called an ultimate kick, and the reason you know this is because it's the only unblockable attack. Sorry, it's the ultimate punch. Basically, you punch with both your hands, and then you also have your hand out like this.
He
It's
hops over
And all the beams had to do was block it, and they couldn't even block it because it's unblockable. So yeah, I guess you end up knocking them down like dominoes. Everyone roll dexterity to flee the cavern.
Saving throw?
Saving
Oh.
throw.
Shit. Come on.
Ah,
All right.
away from the rope.
22.
Roll dexterity.
Maximus,
What am I rolling now?
you can take
20.
Maximus, you can take disadvantage to give your robots advantage, or you can take you can just take it normally.
Bean, you're rolling a d20 plus your dex mod.
Okay.
I'm taking it normally.
Okay.
I've suffered enough damage.
I didn't roll too well. I got a 16.
Didn't roll.
22.
Okay. 16, 22, what else?
I had a natural 20 for 20.
Wow. Okay, your
Yeah.
snipers are right on your tails, on your coattails. Yeah, there we go.
You're a well-trained, cohesive unit.
What did Hijikas get? What did Hijikas get?
I got 22.
Oh, okay. Now rolling for the
Yeah.
servitors.
Can't wait for them all to die.
What's that?
Can't wait for them all to die.
What? How would you give them an advantage here in this situation?
An advantage here? I don't know, but they are. If we're going out, they're technically in front of me, so I can kind of hurt.
Okay. There
Other than
are
that,
there are 12 servitors slowing down. They just don't have the capacitors to keep up with the rest of the group. What do you do about them?
They die, right?
Would I be able to pick one or two of them up?
You could pick one up. They are very heavy.
I'll try to pick one up as well, and I bet you our tank, Iskrimor, could probably pick up one or two.
Okay, strength check for everyone picking one up.
Strength check.
13.
D20 plus your strength mod. Uh, 16 again.
Barbarian. Barbarian.
It's a D20 and then what?
Then your strength modifier. So for you, that should be 5.
Yes.
Woo!
So I got 20.
Okay, you managed to pick one up. However, 15 and 16 are not enough to pick them up, but they're not enough to slow you down either. Losing 11 servitors in the process. In fact, I'm rounding it down to 10, so 5 and 5 of each are now gone.
I muted them, just so
Okay.
I could actually read.
You have
What a
70.
shame.
We tried.
Sorry, 70 total. Okay, and with that, you emerge from the cavern, and you're suddenly getting distress calls from your other two provinces.
Uh-oh.
Oh god. Oh god.
Cursed Ridge is being surrounded, and the tank manufactorum is being faced by a horde led by an undead giant.
I say fuck the ridge. We go back to the tank manufacturer. That's our home base. I think that's more important.
Yeah. Well, the servitors were at the manufacturing, right?
Some of them. I think we
Yeah,
left
well,
20.
yeah.
Plus the orcs.
Yeah, the 20 less doors there. Yeah. Let's go. We need the tank more than the ridge.
Yeah.
The ridge is good for defending, but we can retake it.
Plus we just cleared
Yeah,
Brightsburg,
tanks.
so that helps us out.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
are actually super duper close to Brightsburg. And with that, the Battle of Brightsburg commences. Sorry, the Battle of the Tank Manufactorum commences.
days since lethal incident. 0.
I was just getting ready to comment on that.
Sorry, my internet just shit out again. What happened? Are we back at the tank place?
Yes.
We're back at the
Okay.
tanks. Secure the tanks.
Let's kill a giant.
And yeah, here's the manufactorum. Where would you want to place your 2 tanks, really?
Do we see
Where's the
giant?
attack?
The attack will be coming from all sides. The horde only strikes when it starts surrounding and encircling. They automatically know how to do noosing.
Fuck.
I feel like we should put them at the top left in the open field, so that way we're not going to blow up any of our own buildings.
That sounds good.
And this
Yeah.
this big white space around the area is also good for deployment. It's a
Oh,
nebulous.
okay.
Yeah.
Maybe one at each corner then.
One at the top left, one at the bottom right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, it's dumb. Okay, and then I guess. Oh yeah, good old Stonewall can make his debut. What about your trucks? Do you want them out running around?
Ooh.
Maybe we'll keep them where they are for now.
Okay. And with that, you more or less, it's not a big deal, and it's actually kind of underwhelming with how easy it is to keep the waves at bay. However, there was a wave that got there before you got there, and so it may be wise to send a party into investigate the inside of the manufactorum.
Yeah, we'll send in last servitors. I'll go in with last servitors.
You're gonna
Go
go
on
with them?
bolters. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you enter the facility, and as your servitors spread out, they start getting kill counters. Their kill counters start going up exponentially as they spread out in the facility.
Yeah, we need to secure. We'll secure as much of the facility as we can. But other than that, need to get everybody else to secure the other side.
You can see that they are shooting at the workers actively. That's why they're
Like the
getting so
workers?
many kills. They are.
My servitors are shooting at the workers.
They are.
The workers, like our workers.
Yes.
God's name. Why?
Take a perception test.
Because our workers are zombies now.
Oh God. Oh God. $22.
Every worker has been infected so far, and they each have varying layers of infection, but your servitors have dutifully taken it upon themselves to end the infection themselves.
Yep. Purge the place.
That's fine.
Purge the place.
Whatever happened to that slave I marked last time? Is she still there?
You can sense that she is in the control room, the last place that you left her. You have an innate connection with her because she is a part of your cult, your very first cultist.
I'm gonna take my snipers and I'm gonna go find her.
Very well, very well. You enter the controls area, and you see that she has a loyal coven of 6 with her now. She has expanded her influence. However, they bear 2 marks, the mark of Nurgle and the mark of Slanesh. And their bodies are being torn in 2 because of it.
Fuck.
Idiots.
Ash.
And she says, listen, we have almost completed the final tank. You need to keep us alive.
No, we fucking don't.
I am the hag of the manufactorum. Ollie is dead. His brother is dead. I am the most senior member here.
And how infected is he?
See, the thing is this is kind of like being a Crip and getting shot by the Bloods. Is you can't go to the police because it'll show them that they're Crips. So you've got to think about.
What?
Quite the analogy. It was well finished.
I
All
don't
right.
get it. I don't get it.
Are the marks just like on their other hands, or
They each have hideous scratch marks that are being infected.
No,
And
fucking
more
we're touching.
sickeningly enough,
kill
because of their very hedonistic nature, tongue wrestling also contributed to the rate of infection.
What?
them? I'm just going to execute them because that is a lot of noise.
Okay, but the hag says, "Wait, spare me! I have survived far worse. This is not the first time I've been infected. It comes and passes."
Do it.
I don't trust you
That was the
at
first one that I turned.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll spare her for now.
For now, exactly.
Do you want me to operate on them?
Yeah, actually, if you can do that.
Vanya, should I operate them?
Yeah. Let's see what
All right.
happens there. All right.
All right, let's get them on a bench. Doesn't need to be sterile. She'll be
I'll
right.
leave my first hag alone, though.
Shit.
I'm gonna work on that.
Okay, you can see that these infections have been here for days, and in the amount, take a perception test.
At 18.
Sergeant Stonewall was only infected for about an hour or so before you got to him, maybe less, 45 minutes, and it was already spreading exponentially. But you can tell that these people's nervous systems are deadened so hard by the use of hardcore drugs that it actually stopped the spread of the disease in many places. They are infected, but in some places they're just completely numb, and because of that, it really hasn't gotten across their entire body.
Addiction for the win. Wow.
Is this my
Fighting fire.
fucking
Fire.
drug dealers? Or is this
Fighting
like the
heresy.
whole factory is people?
This
I think
is
heresy
just
was
the
heresy.
Slaneshi user, the Slaneshi cultist.
Oh my god. You can't leave this woman alone for 5 minutes if she's just doing meth in the closet.
Spoofing it.
Yeah, they're Seleneshis. What the do you expect?
So
What a Seleneshi doesn't do it.
is there a possibility of like
Oh.
a cure then? If it stops
In a way, it is kind of a cure because it just stops the infection from going past a certain point. They are still infected, and I mean, I'm sure they could still. They have transmitted it to each other, but they're not going to continue to be. They're not going to continue in the process any further.
I think, and it pains me greatly to say this, the way
I think he froze.
He
Like,
froze. Wow. I'm not.
right, like we're just sitting here waiting like
Such a weird place to freeze to.
Wait.
Guys,
Keenan's
help
back.
me out there.
Hey, Keenan, I pretended to be you for a little bit.
Oh my god.
It was
Has you
fun.
been gay? Has you been gay? If you've been gay, I was going to fucking Philadelphia. I'm going to kick your ass.
I had an idea. It was really great.
Okay.
Okay, I'll message him.
He has an idea, but now with this information, Vanya, do you want to continue with the operation?
I mean, I don't know. This would, I mean, making servitors out of them,
I have
right?
suffered far worse before, and you will need us to work on the tanks too if they break or something.
Why are you gonna break them? So
I'm
they
back.
fly?
Question.
Mine
With my
just died for a bit.
proficiency, can I potentially work on the tanks myself? Like
Oh.
possibly we
Yeah.
don't need him.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, wow.
You realize that more often than not, just hitting a part on a tank with a monkey wrench fixes it. You're pretty
That's
good at
called
doing that.
percussive maintenance.
Bingo.
Hey, guys,
That's
could you
good
tell
to
me what's happening
Okay.
right now?
Hajikis, what sort of, Maximus, what sort of operation you're gonna go through with?
Tactical heresy.
Okay.
I think the faith and Slanesh of these people is the only thing that can save them from Nurgle.
Okay.
I think that the
It
usage
could-
of tactical.
It could very well regress the symptoms. It could very well do that.
I mean, just so long as I don't like find fucking shards of meth in my tanks, I'm not too fast, I suppose.
No promises, bruh.
They have massive stashes of
Yeah.
beer on them.
Well, maybe we'll just, you know what? Yeah, we'll leave them to try to get rid of this whole Nurgle bullshit, but we probably, if we want to have this thing, this place operational while we're not here, we'll need at least one person who knows what they're doing.
Could Isgrimor potentially teach like a servitor how to do that?
Most likely, yeah.
You can program anything into the little robot's mind. I think.
It's doable. Yeah, there's some doability there.
We make some AIs to do this.
However, worker servitors are not armed. They have to have both arms to turn
Yeah.
knobs and gears and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. And so, do you wish to keep anyone behind, or do you want to leave this forsaken this place? You have two options: to retain it or cast it behind.
We need to retain it. We need to keep this place. Well,
I didn't think there was anything of value.
Wait, are we still at the tank place? We still at the tank manufacturing? Yeah, we got to keep it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's got too much here.
Okay, and she says, with our reduced crew, it'll take us more time to create the last tank. But afterwards, since you spared me, and as long as I live, I have a secret of something else you can make. Something just as fun as tanks.
Ooh.
AI.
Let's inquire about that.
Yeah.
Well,
Now I'm curious.
why don't you let us finish this one, and then we'll talk about that. I will divulge it as long as I'm still alive when that happens, because it seems like there's a lot of give and take on that sort of category. But please do not leave us unguarded this time.
What happened to the orcs?
They died.
War crimes, and I have no want of shame.
Let him live. Let's inquire about that special fancy vehicle.
Yeah, but I'm gonna leave her with the instructions that no more of this Nurgle shit. Follow
afraid
your
I
gut.
if I part with this information, I'll be parting with my life. It's really I'm not that dumb.
Well, that remains to be seen, I guess.
And so you have more or less, and I'm going to probably side with less, solve the issue of Brightsburg. And although I'm not going, can you guys see the map?
Yeah.
I'm not going to give it a pure rectangle as if you captured it. Oh gosh. But it's going to be paved over.
Could someone tell me what
Johnson's
happened at
phone.
Birdsburg?
Okay, so at Bright,
We bring the whole place down around our ears.
that's the short answer. Yeah,
Simple as.
there were some
Simple
fucking bad guys there, and we shot them before we went into like the tunnel. And then there were like priests in the tunnel, and they wanted to touch our faces, and I told them I was you, and then I said I had an idea, and then I used lesser restoration to make a bad guy like fucking just disappear.
Okay,
Die.
Jan Worrell has a lot of passive aggressiveness, and so for some reason he let the cultist touch his face, and then he got
Right.
upset when that didn't work, and then he decided in the middle of a bunch of expository shit that was just about to get dumped that he was just gonna, hey, you know what? Why not? And
Oh, I have an idea. I'm Keenan. And I touched
Well, you're obviously bad at being Keenan.
his face. I used magic in a stupid way. I think I was pretty good at it.
Well, no, because
had an
I
idea.
smart, you fucking dumbass.
I had an idea.
Yeah.
You
it
had an
wasn't a
idea.
Keenan idea,
Simple as.
obviously.
Hey, it was a good time.
Keenan's idea works.
Wait, Chris is here?
oh my god.
Yes, he
Does
is.
it?
He came over.
Here.
Anyway,
Hey.
you're fucking dumb. I love you
Yeah.
for that.
And so every area besides the tank manufactorum is now more or less dead, just filled with corpses. The giant ran away once he saw the tanks, is still full at large, but is hiding away in the wastes. And so, of course, you could try to track him down and send them in resources, but now that you have a full party, what is your next move?
We have a full party.
Well, since Joe seems to be a good Keenan, I will give him my character.
No, fuck that.
Well, you have ideas, obviously.
No, that
Ideas.
was my only idea of this game. It's up to you now.
Holy fuck, okay.
I have an idea, guys. I'm sorry. No, I need
Yeah,
a
you
fucking
didn't
drink.
know this because you don't have ideas.
No, but I did.
Yeah.
Do you want to move towards Live Theron?
Yeah.
Well,
I don't hate that idea.
that's not mine.
It's probably not the best idea.
I kind of want to check out Gloomsdale.
Okay. So, could someone just tell me what's been going on with Brasbar? We didn't took it, right? It's like contested, right? Or
I think we did like conquer it.
okay, because what I would say to do is that we could try to hunt down the what's left, or we could try to attract the most people we can. Because basically, since the summoner been pushing north, I mean, there must be people around that we could just say, "Hey, come work with us." Because guys, we need more people. We need us for if we want our faction to work, we need fucking gang members or whatever we want to call them. We need our gang.
We need lobotomites.
Yeah, more servitors. But see, here's the thing: we need to establish of law for the faction, I believe, and we have to put criminals into servitors. That I agree of.
We can put out like flyers or something.
And Sergeant Stonewall now speaks just a little bit faster. All right, well, let's just get this show on the road then. Why not? I don't see any reason we should be sitting around here no more.
Well, we could try to save the humans and eradicate the place, or we could try to expand. I don't know what would be best at the moment.
I want to. I think we should probably try and save the human folk hero thing, and I feel like since we're the same race, I could probably speak to them a little bit, a little better.
Well, I can speak. I can mind trick humans. It's not hard.
Yeah, but the humans know about me.
True. I can use you as a token. Good.
Our scouts have identified two major groups of really the last survivors on this planet. The Thrax Auxilia have retreated far up north, but Gloomsdale is fabled to have a population of thousands. That is easily the greatest concentration of any people on the planet. Refugees typically do not get far because, well, there are slavers, which we have been fortunately free of.
Well, let's clean the place out of slavery and that. Let's build that slavery hub, then.
Let's build a slavery hub. Yeah, I kind of like the idea of that.
Well, all right then. Where's
Slavery
our
hub.
slave base going to be?
We could have used Brightsburg.
No, you're
I
not
don't really,
bird.
that doesn't make me comfortable.
Let's
I don't like
put
that.
it at the tank manufactorum, and then we could use the slaves to make us more tanks.
Yeah, we could get all these slaves to just build fucking weapons for us.
Exactly.
Or we can build autonomy too and turn them into more servitors. Let's make a good point.
Which one is better, servitors or tanks?
Well, servitors,
Oh.
numbers, strength in numbers.
Tanks mean nothing without servitors.
Yeah,
True.
I need servitor crewmen.
Yeah,
I'm with the servitors. Let's do that.
Okay.
yeah, exactly, Chris. And that's what I've been telling. What we could do is we can take the refugees and turn them into serfs. You know what a serf is, guys? Yeah.
A farmer that doesn't have any.
A servitor.
A servitor, yeah.
Servitor.
Yeah, but a serf,
Servitor.
which is an evolution of the slave. Yes, we need someone to farm food. Yeah, exactly.
It's actually indentured servitude.
That's a pretty good idea, honestly.
Yes, an apartheid of serf and noble.
Oh, wow.
We
Okay,
are the
and-
noble.
Sergeant Stonewall says, sir, with the fastest vehicle here, I think
Okay, oh my
me and a
God.
couple good men could be absolutely great slavers. We will give you residual slaves every game.
Well, it's
Good.
fucking perfect.
I fuck with it. I got a shovel. Let's dig it.
We agree, slaves.
Cheers.
Wait, let me get my drink. Cheers.
I love slaves. Cheers.
Mazel tov. You have 70 servitors. I'll put it in the chat. You've got seven. Well, actually, no, I'll write it down. That's makes more
Kyle.
sense. Your total count.
Oh my God.
Total. Oh, Chris, go ahead and roll perception for me, please.
Oh yeah, Chris is here.
Yes, Chris is here. What are you forgetting, Joe? Did you have an idea about that?
Well, I know he's here now, but like, because we have so many people,
Oh, that's
we've
salty.
got so many people in here. I don't know why he's at the bottom of my video list, so I don't see him unless I click down on the button, and he doesn't speak at all. So
Okay, racist. That's pretty racist of you.
yeah, I'm racist. That's exactly right.
Knew it, fucking
I'm
nigga.
racist against mutes. Yeah.
There's a big party downstate. Damn it. Why am I being a nerd? Oh my god.
19. Okay, Chris, you have been in many different terrible retinues where basically, like, you even had terrorists working with you. And so when you do things like that, you have to have a certain level of awareness. Right now, you are aware that there are at least 2 separate cults actively spreading throughout the party. And more critical than that, somebody wants to get vindication in the party. And so these are the life-saving things that will keep you out of harm's way when they happen. Tourists.
Likely the
Tourists.
person who wants vindication is me.
Vindicator.
No, someone wants to get at the group. That's what he's saying.
Oh.
So Sergeant Stonewall is going to go ahead and start recruiting more members to your army.
Nice.
What do you want to do while he does such a menial task?
Jerk it.
Could you repeat the cult? Oh yeah. You know that there are there are many different cults. There's probably a different cult in the party for every person there is in the party. However, within your own ranks, there are 2 separate cults spreading. They are doing rites and clandestine rituals and competing with each other for dominance over the moral standing of the cult. Okay, and because of that, I think time is of the essence. Oh, he wants to do something with the cults. We need a cult. Yeah, he needs to create a cult to fight the cults, an anti-cult cult. And you know that they're the good guys because they got anti in their name.
Didn't that happen in World War II?
Anti-cult cults?
Something like that.
Oh my goodness.
There was like
Oh
a
my
big
goodness.
mean cult that destroyed the other cult, or tried to.
Oh no.
I don't know.
Okay, what will you do? What's your move? A lot of housekeeping.
Okay, I have an idea, guys. Yes, I do.
Of course.
What? Yeah, KKK. I agree. Anyway, so what I would propose is that we could try to open a trade negotiation with Gloomsdale, and 2, we can use our fucking muscles, guys, which will be the ranger, the barbarian, the paladin, to clear out the land.
I like that plan.
I'm willing to put blood, sweat, and tears into this.
I can do it, yeah.
Yeah, but first, Chris, we need a stable land to have a stable ideology, because a chaotic land brings many, yes, but not in our land. That's the thing. If we divide and conquer our own land, you're being dumb right now.
We need a cult base before we can do anything else.
Yes, and the thing is, no one wants the same cult. I want Isha, someone was fucking Korn, someone was fucking Slanesh, the other one fucking Emperor. And the other was a fucking robot as his god, okay?
We're
So
going
right
to
now-
have corn.
Yes.
Let's go.
Exactly.
Praise be the Messiah!
Technically- Technically, I'm with you, Sub, but I really don't give a shit.
Yeah, well, you're Isha, so deal
That's what
with
I
it.
said.
Fucking...
Let's have corn because we have a
Okay,
cult of corn.
guys,
That's a cult of
well,
people who would
yeah, but-
mindlessly follow us in the name
Yeah,
of
but-
the blood god.
Yeah, but here's what we could do. Chris, shut up and listen, please.
That's what I say to
We
you.
have a Slaneshi cult.
Chris,
Yeah, but-
everything in the
We have a
blue
Slaneshi cult.
is everything in the blue is your
And
objective, your current territory. But everything in the black has been just killed off dead. You don't have any control over it because everyone died there.
Parties. I have an idea. What we could come up with as a cult is a multi-fight cult, which each of our god represent a reality of the human nature. We could have corn, which is wait, yes, it's gay, but it could work because see, everything will lead back to the emperor if we use it as the human basis because fuck Xenos.
I like that idea because the stupid people
Yeah,
won't care,
I
and
agree.
You're an elf.
the smart people will think that they have.
You're an elf.
We can get everybody to
Fair enough.
play into our hands. I agree. That's a good
because
idea.
each represent an aspect of the human nature. May it be blood, may it be fucking decadence, may it be the good in human, may it good the will to do good from the god emperor, anything. But in the end, they shall eat in our hands, and that's what I want.
Exactly. Let's
Okay,
do
but
that.
if
Let's
we
do
have a
that.
Slaaneshi cult,
Okay, I think
if we have
what
a
I could
Slaaneshi
describe
cult,
this
we have
culmination of
people who will
ideas
do
coming
anything for a
together would be
gram.
nothing less than a manticore.
Yes, or a human called
Or Day 6, Human Revolution.
Okay, you know what? Fine, the human trumps it. Whatever. It's gonna be a cyberpunk. The human centipede.
Oh,
Human centipede. That should be our fucking crest.
Okay, but let's go with the manticore, shall we?
Whatever.
I don't care either. I like both. But as I've said again, we can have two crests.
You could be, if you do the manticore, you could be the manticorpse.
That's kind of cool.
Manticore.
The manticore. Oh my god.
Just saying. Okay.
Yes,
so
we-
you're going to head to Gloomsdale for trade negotiation?
Yeah, I will go with the rogue. They want to come with me? I think we can leave. Or I don't know.
I've got to set up stuff here.
I don't know. Should we all act together on this or separately?
It's never a good idea to separate the party.
Kind of
It
fun
is
with the
never-
party,
I
but yeah,
agree
not a
that
good
it is
idea.
never a good idea to split the party because our dasses like to act on their own. I agree.
I do think we should make sure to leave the tank manufactorum more well defended than we did last time. Because, like, we turned around and all of a sudden it had been days and we lost everything.
Yeah, but here's the thing. If we consider the land right now as a land that we have to mown, we could do it if we can do it. We can clean the land like we should along. Like it's simple as that. I mean, if we start at one point and then do all the edges and close in, then everyone that want to escape are going to die. That's the thing. You could come and buy slide in Gloomsdale's, but the thing
Okay, that
is,
sounds like trivial things you could leave your defense force to do.
yes, but
You could leave a defense force to manage all that and defend the provinces.
okay. So what I say is that we leave all the forces in the area to hunt down anything, and as a party we go to Gloomsdale. This way we'll leave more action for all of us to interact with the city, I believe.
Yeah.
Which vehicle will you be
Good.
taking for your adventure? You have 2 trucks, 2 tanks, and a tanker to choose from. The Torox is being used.
I consider to take all of the party members.
Yeah, do you want a vehicle?
Yo, this is where I kind of come in. Is there any way that I can get my own separate and ride in with whatever happens to join into the battlefield?
What's that?
Like I want to get my own separate tank and ride in with whoever else decides to load up a vehicle.
You have 2 tanks, so yeah, you have a tank you can do that with.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Do you guys want to take a tank?
No. I mean like somebody else like take in whatever they want, and then I will take in a tank behind them to increase our chances.
I mean, if you want me to drive a truck, I'll drive a truck, but no, I don't care that much.
Okay, convoy initiated. A tank and
Okay.
a truck will be sent to Gloomsdale to establish trade. And
Can I get
perhaps,
Carl? Can I get Carl to be in the truck with me?
yeah, who wants to be where? And if you don't care, you're in the truck.
Okay, Carl's in the truck with me for sure.
I'm gonna be on top of the truck.
Okay.
All right, this is a low-resolution image for the Boulevard of Broken Dreams on the outskirts of Gloomsdale. They have enhanced imaging available, which will now be transmitted through my other camera. Can you see it? Let's see. Oh gosh, there's an echo.
Oh, you have two
Oh.
things open. It's
Yeah.
weird.
Okay, no
Yeah,
echo.
the audio is
Yeah,
horrid.
that's cool.
Actually, shit.
Paul, can you mute one of them?
Let me.
There's no echo?
Now I can't.
Hello.
Oh no, that's probably worse.
What did I miss?
Okay, you can still hear me. Oh, it's an echo. Why?
I don't know. It's not me. I heard the echo. But what I'm asking is, what
Paul,
did I miss?
Paul, unmute yourself on the PC, mute yourself on the phone.
Oh, you won't be able. Oh yeah, pin my phone video then.
Okay, but what's happening right now? I want to know. I need to.
Just yeah, pin my video on the phone, and then this should work out. Let's see. Is that good?
Yes.
Okay. So as you get to Gloomsdale, you are on the Boulevard of Broken Dreams, and it's this long kind of stretch of road. On the road are these terrible sigils of Slanesh that are kind of like oozing through the ground. And there's a second checkpoint above on the road. There are men hiding about in the ruins, and you are greeted by a member of the Gloom's Guard atop the front bridge. He has been barricading the ground, the area beneath him, and your tank cannot pass without talking to him. Oi, you're coming to Gloomsdale, are ya? What is your business here?
Oh, God.
Wait. Out of character. Who will speak for the party at the moment? I don't mind that it's Chris or Joe, but we have to pick someone right now.
Personally, I think this might be your kind of thing.
Yeah.
I know I shit on you for that a lot, but I think right now would be a good time for you to just fucking roll with it. Unless
to him.
somebody else wants to.
If someone else wants to speak, I give him the chance.
I can talk to him, but I'm not much of a talker.
State your fucking business or I get the torchlight on ya. I got one, it's really bright.
Keaton, it's all you.
Vanya hops off the truck.
Yeah, come on, man.
Please shut up. You want to say that? Okay.
Okay, and he says, buying slaves, are ya? Gloomsdale's
Well-
not the best. Would you like to come on through? I could open the roadblock for you.
Only if you have the best of slaves for us.
I can tell you that there has never been a greater variety for slaves here.
Yeah, but is it worth it? I mean, there's other town I could go to.
Well, very well. If you'd like to come through, I can open the roadblock for you. Free of charge, of course. You'll be doing many favors.
Okay, but who's the mayor?
Ah, that would be Vater Paternis. He is the
And who's
leader
the-
of Gloomsdale.
And who's the biggest slave merchant around?
Well, you're going to have to figure that outside the city gates, my friend. They come and
You
they
don't
go.
know? So you don't you're selling slave and you don't know who you're selling to.
Hey, look, do you want the searchlight or not? I don't like your tone. I don't even like you, to be honest.
Yeah, well, it's reverse and I
Don't like him
appreciate the
either.
offer. So yes, open the roadblock.
Very well. And the roadblock deteriorates before your very eyes. Your tank convoy ends up making it down the road, but you end up discovering that strange energy signatures have been hiding a massive war machine, none other than a chaos defiler.
Well, me and the Inquisitor, I don't think that we are keen with this idea.
This is the picture of the defiler. It is a hideous war machine, complete with battle cannon, auto cannon, and some sort of weird power whip-like thing.
It's freaking hot.
And so here you are on the road, and it is a menacing machine. You're each probably at least slightly terrified of it, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
And you're well on your way to going to the North Bridge, when suddenly a rider comes out to approach the convoy.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so who wanna come see the mayor with me?
I will.
I'll go with you too.
Okay, but out of character, if I see you go Slanish, I will fucking fuck you.
What?
I'm talking to Vanya. If she goes Slanish mode, I'm killing. I'm going mad.
I'm
Fair
just
enough.
kind of going to make sure no one does anything stupid.
I can come as well.
Okay. And you see a figure. His tongue is so overlarged and growing out of his mask that he can't even speak out of it. He talks to you each with a psychic blink. He says, "Greetings! I am Sindri. Welcome to Gloomsdale. For some of you, this is a return trip.
May you help us?
Of course. I wish to build good faith with you and your little band of murderers. You've been very popular in the forum lately.
We are but faithful servants, my sir. Please use the correct term.
And what would that be?
Faithful servants.
Space Wolf servants?
We say, but faithful servants.
Oh, what a strange accent. Well then, the faithful servants. What do you know?
Yeah, you can go fucking mange un pénis.
Well, we are all servants in our own faith. But anyways, I come to you with a gift. The greatest gift I think you could ever earn in your mortal lives. A sign of
Gratuity?
goodwill.
Gratuity? Or communism? Free stuff?
Go on. I know you've got more. Just work it all out.
Okay. I like you as a friend, and honestly, as for the 5 seconds, I think you're great.
Well, flattery will get you many places on this planet. I wish to offer you this legendary city of Gloomsdale. It can be yours. But
No
like
way.
any present, you must unwrap it before you can truly appreciate its splendor.
No way.
Merci. Vous tirez la merde, non?
Well,
Ah!
I don't think there's a catch. And if there was one, Is there really anything not as worth getting an entire city? I know you're hungry for a population.
Paul, I have a question.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
Okay.
I'm low intelligence. However, I know that this is some bullshit. There is somebody trying to play this.
Yeah, but Bean, don't worry about that. I use telepathy and I read his mind.
I'm using telepathy to contact you, friend.
Oh shit.
Wait, can you repeat? I didn't hear that.
I'm using telepathy to contact you. My tongue is too big. You know what they say? The bigger the tongue, the bigger the mass. What were you thinking about?
Can somebody use his telepathy against him with spells?
Yeah, well, okay. You want to play that little game? You want to play that fucking game? Okay. I find this interesting, and I say out loud, "There's a heretic in front of us! There's a heretic in front of us! Please, Emperor, help me! Help me!" Yes, and it is character Keenan is obfuscated that someone is speaking telepathy to him. Oh my god, someone is speaking with his mind. How is that possible?
And with that tirade, wherever that was going, a group of 6 riders also come to join Sindri.
Are we rolling with the heretic idea here?
Well, there you go. I mean, if you don't wanna, I can lie about it.
No, fuck it. Fuck it. I use minor illusion, and I make a hooded person. I make it appears that a hooded person like runs and just keeps running away from us.
Yes.
That
Oh my
way
god.
it's believable.
Okay. As that happens, a light is cast from this tower up here, like a spotlight onto the spot that you more or less sent the guy running to, and a helldrake comes to bathe the area in flame. Its burst will land wherever the spotlight goes.
Oh, we got to get one of those.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Oh, we need one of those.
Can we buy one of those?
Can we steal that one?
We just
and he says, I will leave you to your conspiring. You already received the gift. Do not usurp my palace or you'll regret it. That's the last thing. Bye.
Just wave. Okay, bye.
I'm sorry that we're bad players, Paul. But I'm going to see the mayor any fucking way. And I go on my walk as if nothing was. If ye want to follow me, is welcome to.
Yeah, Vanya follows Keenan.
Okay, this is the Helldrake, by the way. It's pretty cool.
Oh my god, I need one.
Yeah, we do. And that's why we're going to see the mayor. Let's see what we can do with him. And Joe, you want to join? Bean, you want to join? Nicholas, what you want to do?
Where is this energy coming from, bro?
I will join anyone. I will fight anything because I want to destroy people for the blood god.
Blood for the blood god.
For the blood god.
Servitors.
Now, as you cross against the ingrained Slaneshi marks in the ground that are surely perilous or rather corruptive to step over, what sort of inviction will you chant? Because you are now entering a land of Slanesh. The planet has been truly tainted here.
Yeah, but
Fine.
you know
Anya
what?
will not have to
I'm
worry.
saying Jesus, and I call for a miracle later.
Will the group join in some sort of warding? I mean, Korn himself is the god of anti-magic, and so perhaps he could lead the invocation.
But we don't
Do
have
you
Thor.
guys want to go with me? I will walk to hell.
Well, I don't
That's
mind.
pretty simple, but I like it.
Yeah, that's it. I don't mind if you muscle. But honestly, I think it would be better to intimidate the slave trader.
Yeah. I want to intimidate the slave
Yeah.
trader.
You would probably be best at that too. So
And do you want
Yeah.
to come with me as as a disciple of Isha?
Oh no, I will go
No,
as
I'm
a
in
disciple of
Jamboree.
Corn.
No, I'm in Jamboree.
what do you want me to
Uh,
do?
Do you want to come with us? I will live.
I'll
Chris
tag
live
along with you
in-
guys, but I'm probably gonna
Yeah.
keep my mouth shut. My charisma's super low, so I'm just kind of there.
Yeah, but,
just in
no,
case.
but you have good
Invocation.
perception and you have magic spell. Chris, I want you to
Exactly.
go take the slaves. I give you the duty.
Okay,
Probably go to crush.
and so you
the-
enter.
You know what?
Yeah.
You're charismatic. I trust Chris to be able to negotiate slave. He's good in that. He's a fucking inquisitor. Yes, exactly. So the muscles
Oh.
with Chris and the priest are going to see the slave trade. We're going to see the mayor and try to make a deal. Is that okay with y'all?
Okay, yeah. Chris says he just needs a whip, and you do have a truck and a tank, and so he can leave like that. You end up coming up to Gloomsdale, and what you saw was the bilge broth from afar. It is a nasty slurry, this area down here, of pretty much every known drug known to man. For some reason, it is naturally occurring here on Gloomsdale, and there's something beneath the planet that's creating it. And so the city is surrounded by a moat of this broth.
It is clearly Snurgle presence.
There,
Can I reach down and like fill like a empty potion bottle or like an empty canteen or something with
yes,
the
you can.
slurry? I
Yes,
would
you can.
I would like 3 of those if you would allow it.
Roll 3 Constitution checks.
Okay, I rolled 3 Constitution 2.
19, 16, and a 19 again.
I want to use this puddle of psychoactive drugs to increase my rage meter. I want to go rage after this.
That doesn't quite work like that, Bean. As a
don't think so.
barbarian, you basically get to go into a rage whenever you want.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
But the thing with rage is that it is used mainly for combat stances.
Yeah.
When you rage, you can destroy a lot of stuff to kill people, but that's basically what rage you.
And you
You
get
just go on
advantage
I
on
think
attack.
what he's talking about, though, is being able to do it more.
Yeah, I wanted
And so
to
if
fill.
you could do it more, it wouldn't just become a combat thing because you could just use it to do mundane shit.
Okay.
I wanted to fill up like my jar to be able to use it for later, pretty much.
Yeah, but you can kill off a rage anytime you want. It's a bonus
Okay,
action.
Vanya, the army canteen used for water you tried to fill up, it dissolved and flaked away, but you now have 2 samples from these old test vials that you kept with you.
I would like to try to take a bottle full of goop as well. I don't know what I
Okay.
want to do with it, but I
And you end up making your way to the shore over here, and there's actually others there as well. There are others
Alright.
there as well, and they are actually on the dock, and you saw to your horror that they are taking turns jumping into the bilge broth from the wharf.
What's happening to them? Do they come back up?
They don't really seem to be surfacing. They just go down. And it's hard to actually see through the water.
Can I roll a perception check to see if I can find out what's going on underneath the water?
Yeah,
Can I roll one too or no?
sure. You can see that there are air bubbles that continue surfacing, and they get closer and closer to the island of Gloomsdale across the moat.
I roll 24 and I use my witch sight. Nice hit, boy. I'm jealous. I just have oil on me.
Drunk it.
And so they seem content to just jump in the water, and you hear one of them talk about, we're getting to Gloomsdale one way or another. I'm sick of waiting. I can't wait. I can't wait to be saved.
Jeez.
Can I interject? Hey, Paul, can I save them or no? Can I try to convert them quickly? Can I portray them that alive is worth more than dead?
Okay, you start singing Wonderwall as you approach the wharf.
Amigo.
Baby, you're my Wonderwall.
Okay.
Anyways, here's Wonderwall.
You, because of that horrifying display, two of them just jumped in the water just to get away from it.
Understandable,
Okay.
honestly.
Right now you're being
Completely
such a baby.
Completely reasonable.
And there are 5 left, and they say, what is life worth living if you're not in Gloomsdale, eternal paradise?
I
wanna
told them to throw down. Okay, go ahead, Vanya.
Can I grab the closest one to me?
Do a dexterity check.
That is 11.
Vanya's
Okay.
human.
This cultist is all hyped up on some sort of upper, and so they dart out of your way, and they go like,
Okay, Paul, can I do something else?
yeah.
I use telepathy and tell them and try to give them a will to live by scaring them out of Gloomsdale.
What do you say about Gloomsdale?
You will die. The only way alive is to give your life to the tank manufactorum.
They say we heard terrible things back there. We heard about servitors shooting people. We heard about Nurgling infestation, Poxwalker infestation,
It's all been dealt with.
Eldar infestation,
All lies.
Eldar infestation, Xenos infestation.
Paul, may I make a persuasion check or no?
Yeah.
Because, I mean,
This is a picture, right? Yep.
I rolled a
Show
15.
you something.
Okay.
Looks like a
I want to use my guy to what's the term? To threaten that there isn't
Wait.
any infestation, and if there was, I would have dealt with it.
Ooh,
Okay, very well.
Jason.
Very well.
I would like to assist him with that to give him advantage on the roll.
Very well.
What that means, if you have advantage, you get to roll a d20 twice and take the higher roll.
Yeah. When it's advantage, you roll twice.
Okay, just one d20, right?
No,
No.
you have advantage, so you get to roll a d20 twice,
And you
take the higher
Yeah.
roll, and then add.
Okay, and then add it to what now?
Your intimidation stat. It should be in the list of things. It's a charisma-based one.
Right. So
Okay.
it's your charisma modifier, and I believe you get your proficiency bonus as well.
Okay, so I rolled a 20, my modifier is 0, and my
Wait, you got a
bonus is
natural
plus
20?
2.
Nice.
So natural 20 for 22 total. Good job.
It's intimidating as fuck.
Yes.
Okay. They soil themselves, and it's like an incandescent actual color. It's kind of like an oil, like you know how oil's on the ground.
Oh my god.
Pee out of their butt.
Christ.
But then one of them's gonna take a perception test. And they'll go along. They'll go along.
Oh, they're gonna come with.
They'll go. It's
What
about
about
as
the one that was making like karate arms at me? I wanna
he
try to
still
talk to
does.
him.
Whenever you look at him, more karate arms. Just like as soon as he goes,
I want to bucket him over. Like, come here. I have something for you.
he goes like this, and then he goes like that, and he walks away from you.
So can I go?
Can I push him in the water? I want to push him in the water.
Okay, he is really close to you, and he pulls away your rope for a second, and he says, "Xenos! Xenos!" And his friends are disgusted that there's now Xenos in their presence.
Can I drop kick him into the water?
Can I assist her with that?
He bubbles away. He's nothing but bubbles
It
in the
was
bottom of
made
the
out of
basin.
steel. So.
Basin bubbles. Add 5 cultists or five swimmers to your whatever. Let's see.
What's 5 swimmers to my whatever?
Oh yeah, sorry. Add those 5 guys to the ranks. So now you have guys like 5 guys walking around with you. They're there. And with that, you can see that there's a massive line of people stretching from where you came from, the Boulevard of Broken Dreams, going to the Fate Weights. And it starts like weaving, and at several places it gets like really close to like the other part of the line, like in like 4 or 5 places. And there's all sorts of people waiting to get to the Fate Weights.
Is that how you get into the city?
There appears to be a small dock with a tiny wooden ship that goes between Gloomsdale, the Gloomsdale dock, back and forth.
Guys, I might be able to get us in ahead of this line. I want to go and talk to whoever's running the where Fate Waits, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, show them your tits.
That's not really what I had intended.
It would probably work though.
Dude, honestly, you could probably do that. These people are very easily persuaded. Do that.
Hard pass. Thanks, though.
Worst case scenario.
This is the amphitheater of the Weights, and at the center of it, there is this massive. There's
Are you
this
guys
thing.
seeing anything? I don't see anything right now.
I see it fine.
There's basically just a set of weights, and they're more like ceremonially there. But you see, of course, there's a massive line of people coming in and out. Go ahead and roll perception, everybody, and then write it in the chat.
Reminder. What's perception? Is it a D20 plus what?
20 plus wisdom, I think. Yeah, wisdom.
17.
Thank you. Didn't you say you wanted us to write it in chat?
Yeah, write it in chat.
Oh boy, you guys are gonna love this.
The revolve perception.
Fail, isn't it?
I rolled 19.
Done. Is it done? Is it done? Is it done? I wonder if it's done. It's not there. It doesn't count. Okay. You can see that at the front, there are people, and they're basically trading immense riches or slaves in return for almost like a cattle stamp on their ear. And they get a variety of different colors stamped onto their ear as they pass through. And there is the weight master, and he basically appraises all the transactions. And right now, there's an argument between him and a noble about how much a dozen slaves is worth.
Oh, so this is where they're going to be like appraising goods.
The slave market.
Yes, and the thing about the slaves though is those ones that are slaves, they all get marked with a red. They all get marked with a red like cattle mark, and they also get sent into the city as well. And all the goods, because sometimes it's not just slaves that get traded, sometimes it's goods. All the goods are shipped on little carts in this left direction, and the Gloomsdale's up here. And so everyone, whether they're a slave or not, that is traded gets sent to Gloomsdale. But all of the slaves get red clips on their ears, while there's a variety of different colors for everyone else. You haven't even seen all the colors yet. And it seems like the color changes based on what is traded.
So, but okay, so like this is how you get into the city, though.
Yeah, you know that there's only there are two ways to get into Gloomsdale, but this is really probably the only way to get in with all these people, unless we want to break a bunch of rules.
Yeah. What is the other way?
Well, that remains to be determined.
Bonnie's gonna go up to the weight master. That's what you call them, weight master.
The weight master, he carries around. He has a bunch of weights all over him, and his movement is sluggish.
The guy arguing with the noble that seems like he's in charge.
Is everyone here?
Yeah.
Or no? Yeah, okay. I'll join Vanya, and I will give her advantage.
Okay.
Righteous. Yeah, so I'm going to interrupt his conversation with the noble and kind of like put my body between, like facing him, like between him and the noble. And I'm going to reach into my pocket and pull out my token and just like kind of quietly show it to him. Not just like, hey, look what I've got, but like, you gonna let me through now?
Very well. A servitor comes forward to implant a cattle tag on each of your ears. That is your passage into Gloomsdale.
Wait, can I do something or no?
Yeah.
I avoid the tag, and I try to give the command no.
Okay, it doesn't do it.
Damn
now,
it.
it's like a tag that gets like pierced on you though?
Yeah,
but
it gets stuck. It gets stuck, right? Like
no, but can I feel the person? Can I feel the person trying to come to me?
yeah, it's a servitor. It's marching clumsily towards you.
Okay, then I speak the what's the name again? I speak the servitor language, the omniscient. I can speak.
Okay, binary.
Yeah.
Lingua Mechanicus.
And I try to tell him no.
Okay, it doesn't do it.
Well, I mean,
It was easy enough. Now that the servitor goes to clip each of your other ears, do you resist it?
Vanya just takes out one of her earrings and points to the hole.
Okay. It clamps a purple clip on yours.
Purple, huh?
oh.
Are you gonna take a clip, Joe? Ajikas?
Yes.
Okay. Yours is green, Jan Voro.
Like somewhat.
Okay.
I'll find some open space. I don't want to be pierced by some random servitor.
They're gonna bolt it to the side of your cranium.
Me?
Maximus.
Not me. Is there like do I have a good slot for it?
Yeah.
Do I have a good space for the bolt?
Yeah, they're just gonna.
Alright, no, all good then.
I mean, it'll snag on things though if you duck. Carl says he'd like to buy 10 women and 30 men. And the weight master says, well, I mean, you could offer that much, and that would increase what your riches are once you get through the threshold. Your tag will determine what kind of fate you have on the other side. No, the salamanders
What
have
color was my tag?
pigmentation, severe pigmentation.
What do we need? White power.
So Chris is trying to borrow, and what you could do though is you see the noble talking with the guy, and he says, "I need something more valuable to get through. They'll only give me a blue. They'll only give me a flippin' blue with this stock. I need something better. I'll trade my slaves if you've got something better, stranger." The blue tag.
Okay.
Do you know how
Paul,
common the
Paul,
blue
Paul.
tag is? I will not be treated as a commoner.
Okay,
much is
Paul, please, guys. Okay, first, okay, wait, Chris, I have something. Maybe not, but you see, there is Jan Roria and or their friend that have how much little tags of colors.
Yeah,
That
give me the servitors, but the guns is the most important part on them. Give me a couple of servitors, and I'll give you what you want. I think
My
10
servitors.
servitors.
You're trying to give away my servitors.
No, I was asking how much they're worth. I didn't try to bring them any.
No,
I think for 10 servitors, I'll give you 30 men and 10 women. A good trade, but they got to be the bolter kind. I don't like those last ones. They're weak.
If we had the weapons, it might.
How much would 10
Bolter
bolter?
kind.
Because you can
No,
make.
how much is 10 bolter guns?
Exactly.
We have
That's the
35
real
of
question.
bolters
Well,
right now.
Well, that's potentially like 40 extra servitors. And one.
yeah, but okay, I have an idea. So we're all at the market slave, right?
Yeah.
And what? And am I the only one that isn't like tagged?
Isn't what?
Tagged. Like I have a tag. I don't have a tag, right?
Sure.
So may I go to the slave master?
Okay. Oh no. Who else? Oh yeah. Who else? Tajikas got tagged, and he's gonna be at. Tajikas, you're going to receive a white tag.
Ooh.
And Mr. Barbarian, I need to remember his name. What?
Eastgrimore.
Eastgrimore. Eastgrimore is going to receive a white tag.
Oh. And what did Chris receive?
Chris received a golden tag.
Oh, I feel.
Golden tag. Okay. So am I the so what to me? So am I the one that leads them to their doom or not? Like what's happening? Does the tag like seem to affect my role?
Affect what role? Oh, your role in the party?
No, I mean like am I seeing lesser or better than the one tags?
In what regard?
Well, in terms of like, is like normal for tag people to follow the untag people or the inverse?
Oh, it's not normal at all.
For me to not be tagged?
Yeah.
Who else is not tagged then?
You.
I'm the only one not tagged. Good. I will appear as someone who is tagged.
Okay.
Can I try to fake a color?
I mean,
Whatever you want.
you could like just set it on your ear.
Yeah, that's it.
As long as I don't take damage, I could use minor illusion to make a tag appear on you.
Okay, I can roll with that. I can roll with that.
Okay, then I will use my cantrip to do so. What color do you want?
Yeah,
Mine
I
is
see that
green.
you're conspiring to kill the fate weight guy. This poor old man. It just this level of violence. I mean, there's no reason we can't be civil here, okay? I mean, yeah, I guess they're all heretics when you get down and dirty to it.
Fucking Chris having sex.
Okay. So they want to kill him, which I mean, you want to lure him somewhere? Okay.
Wait, the old guy with the clocks or the weights all over him, right?
Yes.
Oh man, you know how clangy and loud him falling to the ground dead is gonna be?
Yes, but I mean with this, and Valia, you're the rogue.
If I'm with you
When
guys,
the orc is not here to kill, you're there to kill. So we trust you, you know?
if
Because,
I
like,
go with you to kill him, I can first off I can make us super duper sneaky with Pass Without a Trace, and then I can use the silence spell so that when he falls to the ground, nobody hears.
Oh, perfect. Now, Paul, would you allow a coup to? He's fucking gone. I wasn't even looking.
I'm helping. I can help too. I have spells that can help.
Yeah, and if he allows, the DM, would you allow a coup de grace?
Yes.
Like if we
Yes.
succeed in our roles well enough,
Yes,
and I
because
slit his throat for an
is
instant
against
kill.
slavery. So let's kill
Okay.
slavery.
So the thing that I want to point out right now is immediately what you see around you. I think the greatest obstacle, or maybe not even obstacle, just something to take into consider, is there is a massive line of so many men and their slaves behind you.
Paul, you're not gonna like me for that one, but I'm gonna do that shit anyway. I'm going to use my spell, Mantle of Awe. I'm going to roll a d20 for the magic roll first. So if I roll a 1 again, and no, I didn't roll a 1, I rolled a 17. Now, what I'm going to do is called Mantle of Awe, and it's called Center of Attention. What does it do? What does it do, you may ask? It's really simple. On an action, anything within 60 feet of me must make a charisma check, and if it failed the charisma check, it is distracted by my presence. Everyone must look at me for that time.
Okay.
Including us.
Yes. Well, I don't know if it affects parties, but if Paul wants to be evil, he can do it. Yes.
Now,
And that's it.
does the spell like specify every creature, or does it say like, because usually if it says like any creature within, that would include the
Yeah,
party.
it said
too,
any
which is
creature
really
within 60 feet, but I guess it may, but I'll leave it to the DM.
Yeah,
But
okay. That's fine. They took their checks. The guys in the line are more or less phased right now. They are dazzled. They've been waiting so long, and finally, at the end of the tunnel, they're seeing a light. It's incredible, and it's definitely worth the entire wait. However, a member of the Gloom Guard is watching, and he has with him a portable lamp that he's setting up.
And he's out of range. No.
But wait, Paul, I move toward the stage.
Like further up here? Yeah, of course.
Yes, and I keep walking.
Yeah. And he's getting ready to shine the light on you. And he says, "We've got something funny, boys. Send in the Drake."
Okay. But then I point him and say, "What proof do you have that I am doing something weird?" So is that a persuasion or a deception?
It depends on if you believe it or
Use
not.
your last words carefully. I'll let you do either.
Okay, it's the same one. Anyway, I got 22.
Okay.
Okay. And he says, it's really hard to tell, but when I'm not sure, I just set up the light.
Well, stop doubting your fellow friends, then. I am there as a buyer. And I take a pose.
He says, you're doing something funny. You've got intentions that seem clandestine. I'm just going to give you a quick shine to give you a taste of the drink.
I will have none of this. That is not how you treat a member of the nobility. I try to act as. Yes, and I had to also, fluorescent light, make my skin hacked up. I cannot have this. I will look ugly.
At this point, Vanya's gonna pipe up. Be like, it's true. I've seen it. It's fucking gross. You've never seen this much pus.
Oh.
Take out the light right now.
That's the flesh for you.
I alter the illusion on him to make a giant pus module. And a crown, so he looks like a royal.
Everyone involved, you see the shadow of a dragon pass over the fate waits, and a terrible drakish blast comes through and incinerates all three of you involved in that ridiculous motion for no less than
Wait,
15 damage.
I use my reaction bonus, and you have a disadvantage to hit me for a spell, which I will roll a magic check. I rolled a 2. Would you want me to gain corruption or not for that?
No, that's fine. That's fine.
So, Paul, wait, that automatically hits us for 15 damage?
It's a hellish beam. It's firing like a flamethrower, like apparatus.
Yeah, it's not a disadvantage to hit me.
That's fine.
Oh wait, is it energy damage of any sort?
Yeah, I could say that.
Okay, then I will use adaptive body, and I've gained resistance against energy damage.
Just the 3 conspirators that were in that 3-ring circus.
Oh, by the way, I rolled a 1. So if you want me to get corruption, I will.
I'm at 17 health.
Some sort of pus antics.
Antics.
Okay, and he turns off the light and he said, that was just a taste. There's a lot more in store. No fiddling around. This is Gloomsdale.
Okay.
Vanya yells out, it's okay. Slash still loves you.
Thanks, Toots.
I see
Toots.
She makes an excessively rude gesture at him. Just like excessively rude. I don't know. Use your imagination.
The Gloom Guard are all armed with they don't even have weapons. They just have portable lamps. Their entire job is to spread light into the gloom. And you've seen many scorch marks of travelers. Their final moments locked forever in a fiery embrace.
Well, you've earned your old gold slave.
Yeah, and the noble's like, are we still doing this or what? You want to do the trade? You sound pretty good.
Yes, and because you attack me, a member of nobility, I want all the slaves, or you shall fear my wrath.
Wait, at the noble?
Yes, and the fucking And
Um,
the guy who attacked me, a noble.
It's in the water.
the rest of the people in the
I
line.
wanna use my intimidate with him.
Yes, please, give me
shit.
advantage.
Okay, very well, very well.
So I will roll with advantage, and I rolled a. Oof! I rolled a 26, 25. My bad, or a 15. So 24 it is.
Okay. He says, but I need my slaves. These are my slaves. Give me
No,
something
they
in
are mine
return.
now. They are mine now. Don't you understand that?
Give me something in
attacked me.
return. Give me the
No.
servitor. Give me 5 servitors.
For how many
For all the
slaves?
slaves? For all the slaves.
All
Yeah.
the slaves.
I've only got what you asked for. 30 men, 10 women. I got exactly what you want.
Okay, 5 for servitors for 30 men it is. 30 slaves. 50
Hey,
slaves.
you can't make that call. I can. I mean, I
And
make
I'll
that
do
call,
it.
but learn your fucking place.
Also,
Come on,
keep
Sid.
in mind that we're
Fucking
not
slaves.
even getting
Hey,
slave
you are
market.
fucking
We're trying to buy
artificer.
slaves.
The only shit you can do is fucking fuck metal. My bad, Daniel.
I want
I had
I
to go.
want to use my intimidate
Okay,
to
heretic.
double whatever
Okay.
they settle on. I want to double what we have.
No, it doesn't seem like haggling. Wait, Chris, I understand, but it is a noble right now, and you must understand this. We've already intimidated him.
I
And
think we
if
take that
have-
deal.
Yeah, it is better that way because if we haggle, we've already used our muscle and flexed. Yeah, but that's the thing.
I don't think
I mean,
even if you haggle and roll a fucking natural 20, it's not going to change by much. I think we just
yeah,
keep
that's
that
what
deal.
I'm thinking too. I'm with you on that one.
If you try to haggle and you fuck it up, it's going to make it really bad. So we just take that deal. It's a good deal. Our tech priest,
It's a good deal for
he'll
us.
part with 5 servitors. I think that's worth it.
Yeah.
I mean, why are
I'll
we
part
buying
with my
slaves
fives.
outside of the slave market? We're literally standing in front of the city where all the action is, and you guys are buying scalped slaves out front of a fucking concert building.
Yeah, and as I asked, we need to find the mayor because we need trade relations.
I say we just go into the fucking city. Keenan, you can pretend to wear a tag, whether it be illusionary or whatever. It will be okay. But why are we trying to buy slaves like out front? Like no one goes to a concert and buys tickets out front unless they're fucking desperate. We're not desperate.
Yeah. By the way, I took
Because he's
more
offering us a good
damage
deal.
I took more damage that I can handle, so Keenan's illusion tag falls off.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know if that means anything, but
The kidnapping homeless people as well.
Can Vanya try to like pickpocket a servitor? Is that a thing I could do?
Pickpocket a servitor.
You will have to hide from the Gloom Guard, who are now very suspiciously watching your party. They're assembling in the right.
I have a decent sleight of hand. I would just like to try to just casually pickpocket.
Shine ya. We love to shine ya.
I'm little, okay, and sneaky.
Can I try to hack the tag servitor?
What's that?
Can I try and hack the tag servitor?
Attack?
Hack.
Pet, sure.
Like hack it. Take control and get some good tags for us.
Pat it? Like,
Yeah. Like override its code. Yeah.
oh. I
Yeah.
mean, you would have to hide from the Gloom Guard, who are very intent on cooking your whole party.
Yeah, nah. No, not yet. No. Not yet.
Keenan is still the center of attention. Yeah, you know what? That is important. He can still draw their attention. He was the only one that really got scolded for it. You guys do have a brief period of levity, actually, because of Keenan's noble sacrifice.
Yeah, and I've already had a tag.
Guys,
So I'm not that suspicious.
It's not going to keep us.
I think Vanya's kind of done. I have my tag. I'm gonna go in the city.
Yeah.
All right, and we're gonna leave the weights. As you pull away, you see
guys.
something that. Hang on.
I will have to leave.
We need more. We need more guns.
You see an airship flying toward the city itself and landing somewhere behind the walls.
What faction? Like, whose is it?
It appears to be aligned with Slanesh. As per my crude little scrawling right here. And you do approach the docks where there is a single boat ready to go across the bilge broth.
Let's go. Gloomsdale time.
Very well. How are we doing on sit reps? Is there, maybe, yeah, I think maybe we could can it for tonight.
Okay.
And tomorrow we enter, next time we enter Gloomsdale.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, like the main city.
Well, guys, if you need me, I'll be there. I will have my phone. If you want to talk, I'm there.
Wait, we talked.
And
We talked to Harry
Awesome. Good.
I'm sorry for not being there when you needed me, okay? And stop tripping me like shit. Goodbye.
For my service.
For your general actions just today, just fooling around and really saving, well, not fooling around, but saving your faction and really making some investments and getting a direction. And there's just a lot of team building. I'm going to give everybody no less than D4 plus 1 infamy because I'm feeling generous.
Nice.
Yay.
Hey, Bean, did you have a good time?
I did. It's been fun, yeah.
It's weird. You'll get the hang of it a little more, though. Glad you came.
Yeah. I didn't think it was this much imagination when went into it.
Right.
It
So
makes D&D fun, though. You can kind of do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah,
You get away with anything.
yeah, that's true.
Whatever you want.
That's true. It was
Five
D4
and-
plus what?
D4 plus 1.
Oh yeah, I got 5. Perfect.
Nice.
Oh, wait, we're getting what now?
D4 plus 1 infamy.
Yeah.
Nice.
My infamy is now above 50.
You know, Joe, I guess you're gonna get double jeopardy. I don't know why you got upset about Brother Alzeus touching your face when you were all about it.
Oh, I thought it was funny. It was
I
funny.
think he's just mad that Vanya made it happen a second time.
Yeah, it happened
It was-
twice
it
because
was-
Vanya kind of threw me in there. It's like,
Well, I just kind of like, I just said like reaching forward and just like, oh, gross. Nope, here you go.
Right into it, yeah, right into it. And so
You didn't fight me though. That's on you.
no, I thought it was kind of funny though. I tried to use lesser restoration to take evil away, like
Oh
out
my
of him.
god, no, that's amazing.
I tried to use to take the evil away from him.
Okay, fine.
Here.
I was gonna give you
Listen.
corruption, but the whole act of restoring it also restored a little bit of the corruption that you would have taken anyways.
I gained
like-
I gained more corruption.
Dude, Joe, in one of my other groups, we have our cleric has accidentally almost killed like half the party more than once. We call him the murderous cleric. They're gonna find this story hilarious.
Everyone though that handled the elixir or the goo or any of the people around the goo will take 2 corruption.
Worth it.
Absolutely worth
And-
it. I don't know what I'm gonna do with my vials of goo, but
I
I'm
don't know either, but it'll be fun.
gonna.
Drink him. Let's go. Let's go. Let's
worth it.
I'm gonna use
Shots.
it as lube.
Go. Shots. You've got a new
Wait,
combo.
Paul.
Ideas.
Paul, I just hit 30 corruption.
Oh, excellent, excellent.
Yeah, now I get to roll for that.
Wings
Roll
2.
Excellent.
So do I have to do something?
Roll. Take a corruption test.
At the D100?
Yes. Get above your corruption.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, I got above it. I got an 89.
Very well. You are. It hasn't disfigured you too bad. And with that, I guess, good game, everyone. Thanks for assembling. It really, the amount of dallying around in the base, I didn't expect it. I was expecting Gloomsdale to be the highlight, but you really did surprise me.
Hey, well, now we
Yes,
next
try
game we
bonus.
know what we're doing at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thanks,
Take it easy.
everybody.
Bloomsdale.